Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kyonin Legacies, and welcome back to the new stream layout that we've got set up here. It's still a bit of a work in progress, but it's getting there. I'm your host, Wuten, and here with me are just going down the list here. We got me, we've got Cygnus,
Hello.
we have Solar,
Hello.
we have Chaotic,
Ew.
we have Kai.
Ah.
And we have our beautiful DM, Goody.
Feast off, Goody here. Have you ever put a portable hole in a bag of holding?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I'm in a mood today.
Yeah,
Don't mind me.
so good.
Boom.
Yeah, so it has been, goodness, probably about a month and a half-ish since our last session. It's been a minute.
Mhm.
That a cavalcade of things, just, kind of got to work through it a little bit. We've all been getting our COVID shots. Our Backstreet Boys reunion tour, ear muffs, and making sure that we have taken proper time to ignore the music for a little bit, the symptoms of the music, because the music is just really, it just gets to you and you have to just unplug for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And saving that avenue for Wooten. And we are getting back into it. So I've been trying to collect in my head some of the things that happened last time. If memory serves, you returned to the capital with just carrying that necromancer all the way back, just carrying that corpse all the way back to the general, who they took in to, identify, autopsy, and all that, and you received your rewards for it. And then you continued your venture southwards, and on the way, you ran into you came across an extremely low budget circus.
Very,
Very low budget circus.
Surprised I wasn't kidnapped.
And where the gentleman running that show had some very questionable authenticity of certain animals and men and whatnot, like huge halflings, for instance. And but of interest, he had a Genian ruby on him, which you, I suppose, for the sake of his own safety, convinced to have him give it to you. I can't remember if it was a sell or a handover, though.
It was me convincing him that a gem of some kind that I still had on me was going to make him more beautiful than he already was.
That's right. It was a trade. Okay.
Yep.
It was
Which
50
gives-
gold pieces worth of gem. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
It matched his eyes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the sesh, Shizuki had that familiar scent of the river breeze, that breeze coming off the river, as the party arrived in Albrug. And I'll go ahead and repost the references. They couldn't really find a perfect picture for this, but what you see in the standard image, not the pop-up. This whole thing is supposed to be like, at the start of the giant bridge.
Yep.
And then the pop-up that appeared here is supposed to be a reference of like how the town is kind of built off and onto parts of it are built on the bridge. Not the whole way across, but
a good amount.
a good amount, yeah. Like it on foot, it still probably takes several hours, about an hour or two to cross.
It's sort of like Ishgard, but without the snow.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
So, you guys are just now arriving here. It's probably late morning, early afternoonish.
All right.
And as I had mentioned last time, there is a local place called the Ornery Angler where you can pretty much sit over the river, pay a little fee to like rent out some fishing equipment, fish up your own stuff, and fry them. So, a little thing to do this time of year
Ooh.
So
in late summer.
yeah. So I'm gonna say that I'm getting into trying to get into character here.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah. So now that we're here, little something for us to celebrate. There's a place down near the river coastline that I think you guys would really like. It's called the Ornery Angler, and you go down there and you fish up your own food, and they fry it up and you eat it. Pretty good.
Oh wait, that's right. This is actually where you live, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I always keep thinking of quickly looking through Kyonin locations to remember the name, but it's not there. Shit.
Jump out of the map.
The place in the trees.
Yeah, Tree Hollow.
Jump over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Every single time, I always keep thinking of Tree Hollow, but I guess that's just because that's where I met you.
Yeah, that was more of just a business venture, for lack of a better word.
Well, this is quite an interesting place to have grown up, by the looks of it.
She like folds her arms in a very sort of, yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we have. I don't think that we're on any kind of strict timeline here. I think we could take some time.
Yes. I wouldn't be remiss to some sightseeing.
And some good food, by the sounds of it.
Well, you know, I'm always down for that.
I look nervous by the fact there are a lot of tall buildings. I do not like them. I don't like them one bit. I don't like them.
You don't like them.
Well, luckily we're not on the bridge part, so it's not
Small
nearly
buildings,
as
all
tall
right.
of buildings in comparison.
I see them on the horizon. I'm not happy. Wanna go back to the woods?
How does Kai feel
Catch
about
you guys
water,
later.
though?
Kidding.
How does he feel about water?
Water is good. You can swim.
River.
Is there like a beach proper, Guti?
Hang out on the beach.
There's probably like a little like kind of beach like riverbank of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, not so refined to be like a wide beach coastline, but at the same time it's not just grass and mud and then suddenly water. It's
Right.
probably like, you know, dug about and refined in such a way that people could go relax there. Sure.
Okay.
Fishing locales and all, piers.
I'm gonna go sit on a pier. Sounds
I
great.
mean, I'm not gonna say beach episode just because I want to see y'all in bikinis, but
Dog bikini, let's
I think you
go.
had to have some
Oh my
difficulty
God.
with me.
Oh my god. Anri Glare.
Bubabaka.
I didn't actually say that. But you know,
I know.
yeah,
If you
anyway,
wanted
anyway.
if you wanted something like that, that'd probably be in like Chanel or something.
Mm.
I didn't know they'd had a branch office in Kyonin. I thought they'd, restricted themselves to Fifth Avenue. Yes, that was low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry.
But with extra steps, so it's fine.
Perfect. All right.
Well, are we gonna go and eat first, or are we gonna explore a bit? I mean, if it's late afternoon, it'd be more like lunch. So,
Yeah.
I
And
suppose food would be
Lunch
good.
by the water.
and for what it's worth, the location, if I remember right, Goody, was like just off from the bridge's entrance area, right?
Say again, sorry?
The Ornery Angler's location is like right off the side of the entrance of the bridge itself. So it's like on the coastline.
It's
there.
kind of. So it's how do I put this? It's kind of like they have enough property where it's like where they have like it's still like one building that's off the bridge and still on. By the way it's constructed, I really wish I had a reference for this, but it's like
Okay, so
the more restaurant side is off the bridge, but the more like do your own fish fry stuff is like up and then onto the bridge, like an upside down L almost,
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
like a gamma shape even.
Yeah. Okay.
Tetris block.
Yeah, Tetris.
So, out of curiosity,
like
she...
conventions. You get your food for the hotel.
Yes. Out of curiosity, where is your father's shop in relation to all this? Did you want to drop off all of the weapons that we've collected?
Everyone looks at the dog. He's
Goody,
carrying a lot of
where is our shop? I was thinking it would be on the bridge since that's
It's up on the bridge. Yeah. Residential is usually is probably off the bridge. A lot of the shops and crafting locales are on the bridge. Yeah.
that makes sense. All the travelers going on the bridge, so that's where all the shops are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Shizuki will point up on the bridge and say, "It is, luckily for us, Ornery Angler is on our way to my father's shop. So, figure we could stop in there, get a bite to eat, and then head on over."
Fine by me.
Sounds like a plan.
Dogs.
Well, why not?
All right.
All
I
right.
Away.
Happy.
think we've got our.
Yeah, we get us
Plan.
some good fish.
All right. So we're getting lunch first.
Yeah.
Lunch first.
Alrighty. So you head through the streets and up the big ramping bridge path. That's what is just like a big wide ramp, and you see travelers coming and going as you move, as you head up it. And Wolf, and up on your right, eventually, you after. Actually, Shizuki, you can even like you don't have to roll for it. You can just smell the scent of all that fish fry coming out,
Yeah.
especially since it's this time of year. It's you can just pick up every little ounce of spice that's coming out of that place.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up over on your right side as like kind of down below. You remember how I said that it was kind of an upside down L shape?
Yeah.
Looking kind of over the bridge side, you can all see like even outside the angler, there's like people like sitting outdoors at like little pub spaces, gathering, having brews and all that, telling stories and swapping about for like more the restaurant portion. But with the fish fry portion, that part's kind of more of a it has like an over there's sitting spaces as like an overhang to like not only like kind of protect from the elements, and it's under there that there's like a little service window where you can go to rent your fishing supplies.
All right.
Right. think Kanari is waiting for She to take the lead on this.
Well, if it ain't some of the local blacksmithing muscle, how you been, She?
Oh, I'm same old for the most part. Taking up a bit of adventuring in the meantime, and thought I'd stop by home and bring some of my adventuring partners with me to show them around.
I thought so. You get taller every time I look at you, but a laugh like that, that'll definitely add to that'll definitely give you some heals.
Mhm.
So, how many we got here? 5 of you?
Yep, the 5 of us, including me.
Bark.
All right, so that'll come to 25 copper for the rental.
Does the dog need a rod?
If he's fishing.
Does the
Yeah,
dog want
I
the
can
rock?
fish as a dog. Do not believe in me.
You sitting there with a pole in your mouth, just like. "Arrgh."
She'll
I
give,
mean-
At the same time, I wasn't sure if he was human or wolf at the moment.
Always, if I'm in city places, and I can be a wolf 24/7 now. So
Okay.
pretty much always I will be a wolf unless stated otherwise. It's pretty much the opposite of what you normally think. I'll always be a wolf unless I state otherwise.
Yeah.
Instead of the other way
Gotcha.
around.
I
Yep.
wild shape into a human.
Yeah, I wild shape into a human.
There you go.
I normie shape.
I normie shape.
I'm
This
currently
other
not
nonsense.
nonsense.
I've got gone ahead and paid up 3 silver pieces for that, and
All right.
everything's going with that.
All right. So you get some poles, some bait, and some tackle, and
I
The
actually
pier is
will
yours.
do fishing tackle, so it gives you
Beautiful.
+1 circumstance bonus on a survival check to get fish.
Perfect.
Nice.
good stuff.
Excellent.
And of course, if you need to get like a mug of ale or whatever, that's what these windows are also used for. So,
I'll take one.
okay. You look up what they would have here precisely. What kind of alcoholic beverages would you say?
Let's go for something light today, since we're, trying to do something dexterous. Maybe a spring wine or something.
Okay. Wine will be, I think that's 1 silver piece from the looks of it.
All right, done. With an extra copper for a tip.
All right.
I guess we
Yeah.
go fishing.
We go
Alright.
fishing,
Time for some
boys.
fishing.
Gone fishing.
Okay. So, let's see how things go here.
I'm going to assume survival checks for fishing.
That would be it.
Either that or profession fishing.
One or the other.
Survival would probably be the ticket there, yeah.
Sweet. How good are you all at that?
Survival? Very.
I mean, I know you and I are, but
Decent.
Survival. Very.
Okay. It was with a +1 for the fishing tackle we got, right? Or was that just you, Chaotic?
I'm going. I am assuming that's what we're renting.
Okay.
Does that sound right, Goody?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So
Plus one.
+1 for everybody.
Yay.
At this point, I have what my wisdom affords me in that respect.
Alright.
I've got
Yeah.
nothing else.
You don't have
Not
survival?
in the woods.
Nope.
Fire it up.
Okay.
Cha!
Oh!
Y'all just want to. All right.
God damn. All right.
God damn!
Damn, boy.
Right.
Me and she makes sense because she's from here and she's
Yeah.
probably used to this in her life.
Yeah.
I'm just
Mhm.
trained.
Okay. So Kai's got like a stick in his mouth, and he just no shot bucko, just throws it out there. and he has like no
Skewers
problem.
Like 3 fish.
Yeah, he's just tossing them up, tossing them up, tossing them up.
Yeah, no, he's one well-trained boy, isn't he? Yeah, no, he's real good at getting them fish.
So the way I kind of imagine it with Anri and Kanari is the two of you. It's not really something that you've like done yourself for a while, for like ever. So you're still kind of starting to get the hang of it, and there's a bit of, I guess, should we say, just impatience. That's kind of at you because you're just like, when is anything gonna happen? And then Sorren's just then Sorren will say something like, it's all in the wrist. Kai doesn't use wrists to pull the fish up, so they look over at him, just using his jaw to just yeet, yeet,
All in the job.
I was actually gonna sit there and say, how well are the two of them doing at catching the fish?
So let's see. Anri gets a couple of bites, but
All right.
when she goes to pull them, like she's a little too like quick at the tug, and it kind of spooks him off. And Kanari, I imagine,
She just
She's
drops
tangled.
the rod. Just
She's
call it.
tangled in the line.
There's a couple of times where you just like throw out, and you're just like, huh, they're getting more fish over there. I'll try over there. Huh, I guess they're somewhere else now. Throw, and then on the third time, you just like you drop the rod.
Gets her line tangled with Anri at one point.
Oh no.
So, noting the two of them are having some issues, Sorren is actually going to stand up. He's going to walk over behind Anri first. No. Here, hey. You want to hold it more like this, all right? He's going to try to kind of help show her exactly how to hold it so that she can throw it right. This is me doing aid check, by the way, for their next chance if they want to. So,
Okay.
I offer Kanari a fish in my mouth.
Henry, she's like listening to you, but for a moment she is eyeing her gun, and then eyes go back to the rod.
Oh my god.
I'll let you know.
Should I make another check?
Then no one's
He's
getting
gonna-
any more fish.
Yes.
kind of
Kanari
helping. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Kanari gives Kai the big pat, takes the fish, wipes it off on her cloak, and then just kind of very neatly puts it beside her and looks prim.
Caught it yourself. I won't tell anyone.
All right. Do you want me to make another fishing check then with an aid action, or?
Sure, if you both want to.
All right.
And he'll go over to Kanari to kind of do the same thing. I kind of thought you. Well. I see. You got a little bit of an issue here too. See, you want give it a flick like this. All right.
I have
I
no
use
idea
my
what you're
head to
referring to,
nudge
Jack.
her arm more into a better position. I am also going to aid.
I have no idea what the two of you are referring to. I have a fish right here. I caught it myself.
Well,
With a big
well
wink to
done.
Kai.
Since I have a plus 17 normally, I don't even have to roll to aid, right? Or do I still have to roll to aid?
Jesus.
So is
No.
that going to be a bluff check?
Yeah.
Or are
Do
Do you
being,
want it?
are you just being? Are you just kind of being like?
I'm
a little-
aiding.
I'm being at least marginally silly. If they want to
Okay.
try and
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Am aiding.
Well, you may have managed to catch one by yourself, but that doesn't mean that we can't sit there and help you catch a few more.
how many do you think I'm going to eat?
I don't know. How many do you think you want?
Oh, fine. Pulls out the rod again.
Thinks of them like oranges.
And you get an aid from me. There you go. Aid from me and Kai.
All right. So with that, with Sorren's advice, you're able to cast out, and he kind of he helps with the cast. Kai helps with his hyper-tuned
Encouragement.
senses.
Might not
That
have
is
been
his
thought for you.
encouragement is able to kind of point out when the best time to pull would be.
Just kind of goes,
And,
and you
And
pull.
and with that good bit of help, you managed to catch your own decent-sized fish, both of you.
I love
Yay!
I love
Excellent.
the mental image of like she gets one and it feels like it's a huge fish, and she's like really reeling it in, and then it leaps like it. You manage to make it break out from the surface, and it's just this fucking little, it's like a little
No
brim.
baby.
It's just a little baby
Oh.
brim.
Goldfish.
Fucking minnow. Ugh.
Shizuki, with,
Yes.
considering you have a nat 20, coupled with the fact that this is something you've been done, what do you got? What would you like to narrate happens? 'Cause I didn't address you yet.
So what I'll do is we'll just say that Shizuki gets enough to give out a couple to some other folks that are having some trouble with fishing. Like if I see like one of the other patrons having trouble with their line or some other thing, I'll just hand that one out to them. Like one or two of them.
Good last Shizuki.
Perfect.
Please a little bit more.
Yeah.
Alright. So after catching a good, sizable amount,
I got one particularly large one.
yeah.
Oh man, this one's gonna take a little bit to cook.
I got so many fish.
Yeah, Sorren got one massive one. Kai got a bunch of, like a whole cluster of like medium-sized ones, and
I got like a
gave one of them to
school.
Kanari. Oh yeah. Got a fucking whole JoJo fish. And so yeah, they're for that sizable amount, you're probably good to get to frying. And they can do it for you, or you can kind of cook them up and season them yourself. It's up to you guys.
We're just gonna lean over to the group and say, "I'm gonna recommend we let them handle it. They got a special way of cooking it."
I'm already eating a raw one.
Oh.
All right.
I'd be able to make something edible, but I am not a chef by any means. We'll let them handle the chef
I've
part.
cooked fish over a fire before, but seasoning, no.
Dynamite
You know, that
fish.
wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up though. You know, if we're all going to be out on the road and such, maybe one of us should learn how to sit there and make something a little more than just edible. I had to think about
really
that one.
bother me, but all right.
Oh no, there's no bother, but I mean, wouldn't you rather sit there and eat something that's rather than just something that's just nah?
It's sitting
I
there with
mean-
a raw fish in my mouth.
I usually am not picky when it comes to the adventuring life, but all right.
Well, isn't
I
that
know
what
he's
plans
right.
are for?
Bad cooking is parkour.
Bad cooking is parkour.
This is what I
The
want.
real cooking on the go.
The real.
Tired of fancy cooking in my mansion.
Yes, exactly that.
Alright, I'm just typing something
Well,
out real quick here.
If we had fancy food every day, it would just lose the luster, wouldn't it?
True.
Exactly.
It's just confused as to what's even going on.
In fairness, though, this
What is
isn't really-
seasoning?
This isn't really fancy food. It's more like you ever
Fancy to
been
some
to,
of
like,
us.
Yeah, y'all ever been to like a fish fry?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Been to a crawfish boil.
Yes. Yes.
Those two. Went to a place called Bucket of Crawfish once, where you just like put a bunch of just fish parts in a bucket in a bag.
That's about. That
I love that shit. Just like
about it,
throw some shrimp and a bunch of fish parts and crab parts in there.
Oh yeah.
What?
We actually,
Buffalo sauce. Just
We have this neighborhood crawfish boil every April-ish, and it's like 150 people show up, and it's just everyone's cooking up crawfish. They're doing burgers, hot dogs, fucking basically anything that you can fit into a fryer. They're cooking it up there. It's delicious.
All right. So
Sounds
the
fun.
numbers I just posted there are the. I'm just going to say that those are the number of fried up fish stuffs that are cooked up for the lot of each of you, depending on your per your catches.
Mm.
And I will say that these can be counted as
Rations.
rations for the go, and if you eat them, you'll get a +1 inspiration for 2 hours.
Nice.
Well,
Hell yeah.
Anyways,
Awesome
right before a
inspiration.
boss fight, hold on, guys. I need to eat
Hold on,
my
it's time to get fish breath.
Eat a few wheels of cheese and some fish. We good.
Boss is just like, what the hell is that? No smell!
Just right outside the boss room, you got a little fireplace cooking up a storm.
Perfect.
perfect JRPG.
I will distribute 1 fish extra to Kanari and Anri, so I have 2 and they have 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Nice.
So put this in inventory then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1 fried fish.
Counts as Russian. There we go.
The bonus is a home cooked inspiration.
Nice.
Well fed bonus, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Well,
go. Perfect.
and all things considered, you guys have a very a delicious home cooking style lunch.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's the good stuff right there.
I can't imagine that sitting there and saying, "Oh, but it'll become normal for you." If this ever became normal for me, something's wrong.
Well, that's why we can't let it happen. That's the whole point.
Maybe.
Trust me, too much good food and, well, you lose the taste for it.
I don't know
Really?
about you guys, but if I could eat this every day of my life, oh, that'd be a fun time. I'd be able to die happy.
Well, given the number of awful people we've run into on our travels so far, I'm sure someone would be willing to help you out with that.
Oh.
That is a natural 1 on the joke. I will let that one go.
Everyone just, I think it's like, I see like everyone got the joke, but it's like
We all
Dude,
sit there awkwardly.
we're
for a second.
vibing. Read the roof.
Those people actually did try to kill us. It was not funny.
Or as an attempt.
This is what happens
Okay.
when we don't meet for a month and a half.
Mhm.
It's okay, so we still love
It's
Kanari.
null humor.
You
Yes,
wouldn't get
very
it.
dry.
Very dry, very dark,
Mm.
morbid.
I mean, I enjoy myself a dark joke as much as the next guy. But
But you didn't laugh.
I grinned. You just didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand. No, I didn't.
Well, with that meal out the way, why don't we sit there and find ourselves somewhere to at least get ourselves somewhere to stay for the night? And you could show us your shop there, Shizuki.
Well, that was the next thing on the list of things to do. So I think we're.
If you happen to have any extra rooms, we don't have to sit there and spend any money.
Yeah. Someone's like, hook me up with a lodging.
I'm just saying, if it happens to be the case.
Wag's tail.
Yeah. All right, let's Goody, I think we're good to move on here, unless anyone had anything else to say or do.
Nope.
I'll be keeping my eyes for various shops on the way, but that's gonna be it. I just want to know
Okay.
what happens to be in the area. See if there's any thieves writing on walls that might also give me information about other possible places to look around.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Have you trained me to help you at least look for the spots before, or?
If you know thieves
I don't
can't,
know.
then yes. Then no, you would not know.
Unless you've taught it to me, which, nah, I'd have to pick that up on my own.
I mean, if you wanted to fluff it as, like, if you take linguistics once and
Yeah.
learn thieves can't, we could always fluff it as me teaching you, so.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I had negative intelligence.
Yeah.
I didn't get an extra language.
So the
You're lucky
28.
you know common.
Yep, that's it.
So as you're heading down the bridge, the paved bridge, Shizuki kind of leads you through through some other streets and whatnot. With a 28, you're kind of keeping your eyes peeled for anything of note, of any kind of like thieves' cant or any kind of series or like writings in like alley walls or the bridge walls themselves even. But you don't really notice anything of note.
Gotcha. Not that kind of town. Oh well.
But as you proceed onward, Shizuki brings you to a house that's like kind of right along one of the main, I guess you could say, broke part of my pen. One of the main like bridge roads, like right off like the, like kind of like, how do I put this? The crafting building is in sight of the road. It's one of the bigger ones.
Mm.
And you can tell that it also kind of doubles as like a residence as well. For probably for those late night shifts and whatnot.
Mm.
And you're there.
So, just a quick question, Goody. I'm looking around my sheet again, double checking things. I have a headband of intelligence, but it's not giving me any skill boost. I think I remember you were going to tell me what skill it gave.
Right, and for mine as well, I think.
Let me see.
I'm sorry, just...
No, you're fine. How does one roll for that?
It's more so just kind of when it's made, the skill is determined. So it would have depended on who we picked it up from and what they would have possibly wanted on it if they had it made for them. Otherwise, you can just say that one. Just point at something and say that one. So
Okay.
I don't think it's one you really have anything to roll for.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to use a quick little rando table thingy.
Rando tables, let's go.
See what happens.
Isn't that speed dating in a nutshell, Chaotic?
Rando table.
Rando tables,
mean-
let's go.
Where's the lie?
And this skill thing gives 10 to get 10 on the miscellaneous, right? Or a certain
No,
number?
it gives you max ranks in that skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's as if you had an extra skill point, but they did weird shit so that you couldn't abuse it.
Yeah.
Because you used to be able to, ooh, I got free skill points, let's assign them somewhere. Oh, I don't want those anymore, take it off for a couple of minutes and then put it back on.
Yeah. Let's keep it.
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
All right,
to
I am
keep the abuse.
currently doing a little generator and intimidate for you, Chaotic.
You know, I won't say no. That's actually pretty useful. Now I can
And-
scare the shit out of people.
And for Kanari, yours is going to be. Escape artist.
Ah. Okay, so how does this work with a skill that you can only... Does that... okay, because that can't be used untrained, right?
It can be used untrained.
Yeah, I
It
saw
can
that
be,
one,
and
yeah.
also the headband gives you the maximum skill ranks, so it's as if you were trained in it, regardless.
Okay, well, I will take
So
that then.
You'll have 6 skill
Get out of them
ranks
ropes.
in Escape Artist.
Yes. A nice round 10.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Kanari is now Houdini.
I now have a plus 13 intimidate, so
Fab.
Ooh, it's equal with
Sure.
mine.
there we go. All right, cool. Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Guti.
I completely forgot about that.
Woo.
You are fine. No worries.
Now, if that happens again in the future, will that affect like? Could that also count for like any single knowledge check then, or
What do you mean?
like could it be for knowledge exclusively knowledge geography or
Yes.
exclusively knowledge
Yes.
nobility,
That-
etc.? Okay.
yeah.
It
Cool.
could be for any of the skills. So
If the generator I was using landed on knowledge, I'd have to roll another one for which knowledge.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, you are at your craft shop, Shizuki.
Right. Well. Take a bit deep breath. And make my way to the door. And open it up. And walk on through.
And you hear a familiar sound in the back.
Hey, Dad, I'm back.
What's that? Oh, Shizuki, is that you?
Yep.
Ah, yeah. And this meat mansion of a man steps out from the back hallway. Oh, welcome home. You gotten taller.
You know, I had someone else. I had I had the person at the Ornery Angler say the same thing, but I guess it's true.
Well, good to have you home, sweetie. Hey, I recognize some of these guys. You were, let me see here. Andrea, right?
Anri.
Anri, yes.
Thank you again.
Sorry, my mistake. And then he, make me a sense motive check, Anri.
Alright. $17.
Not hard to pick up. He eyes your holster and then is like, "How could I possibly forget?" And who else we got here? I remember seeing you around at that festival, young man. Don't think I got your name though.
Oh yeah, no, it's very nice to meet you again, sir. Just happened to be moving along here with She. We have been doing some good work venturing around for a little bit.
That's sniffing.
I can see that. Oh, you brought your little pet too. Hang on, I think I got some jerky over in the kitchen. You can go get that in a second here.
We did just eat, but I'll look down at Kai and see if he's like
Treat.
Treat? Okay, never mind. But we still happily take some if you're offering.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem with that. And Ma, you're a tall one. You're taller than him.
I was going to ask, does Kanari fit through the door?
You might have to duck. You might have to duck a little bit, but you can tell that it's still a pretty big doorway because of.
Okay.
Since it's a timely analogy, like Lady Dimitrescu having to step through the doorways.
Basically.
Look, do we need to sexualize my giant character any more than we already have?
I was just using it for an example of stepping through the doorway. I did not say
And
anything
stepping
else.
on me.
He said
Anyhow.
stammering.
I knew it! I knew it was coming!
So we finally meet.
He said stepping.
God damn it.
Hello, I'm the hired muscle.
Oh, I didn't think Shizuki needed that, but she been getting soft, has she? He says, giving you like a little shit-eating wink kind of thing.
She returns it. It's a dangerous world out there. You know, damsels need protecting.
Eyebrow raise. Inquisitive eyebrow. Well, on another note, she will reach into her pack and, well, not really a pack at this point. She was probably carrying them on her back. The Masterwork Lance, and I think I put the scimitars.
I think I had
high.
them. Which they're on my back. They're on the pack that I carry.
Okay.
In the pack. Around the pack.
I was also holding on to a Masterwork longsword for you, so Anri will give that back.
Perfect. Oh, these are all of the weapons that I managed to get back from those bandits back in Tree Hollow.
Well,
Hopefully we can,
well,
hopefully they're not
give
too
me a-
damaged.
I can have a look at them. I appreciate you bringing them back all the same. I didn't think I'd see him again, to be honest with you. He says,
Alright.
taking them back.
Oh, right, there was a few on Kai too, weren't there? Hey, we need to get those off of you real quick.
I also have one here.
Draws sword.
Suddenly, boy on the floor.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Them off the back and then transfer.
There's something wrong with your dog.
Oh, yeah, he does that sometimes.
I won't question it.
And hands the scimitars over.
He's a bit of a magical boy, let me tell you.
Once they are off the back, right on back into them.
All right. So let me actually
He's not
just see
naked
here.
anymore.
That's true. Let me tell you, that one, that was a rather awkward time. First
So,
time I met him.
So why don't y'all make yourselves comfortable? I'm actually just gonna double check through my inventory, make sure that if there's anything else that's missing here. I assume that you're looking to stay the night since you made it back in town with your friends here.
Probably just for a night or two. We're actually on our way further south to Realm Way was the name, right?
Yep.
Yes.
We're actually on our way down to Realmquay. Turns out we got in pretty good with King Virenheim.
He juggles he stumbles a bit and juggles one of the weapons that he was holding.
He's like, wait, hold on.
The long sword that Anri had, he actually fumbles into the air, but then he just clamps it by the hilt perfectly. He clamps it by the blade perfectly without getting cut. And then he turns back around like, "You're on a mission from the king. How many waves are you gonna make, girl?"
as many as I've gotta.
All right. Well, I can be more than happy to clear out some extra space for your friends. Let me just take some count here.
That would
And,
be
he's
mighty
gonna-
appreciated, sir.
So he is going to lay out each of the weapons, kind of inspect them. It'll take a few minutes for him to kind of sort through like a little list he has. He puts on like this. He brings in like these like tiny spectacle glasses so we can read some of the writing. These spectacles look hilariously small at his face.
No.
Yeah. Scimitars. One knight's lance. Oh. It's weird. Just to make these for the prints all the time. One of these. Some of that Colonel lady wanted me to order. Okay. There's one of those. Oh, wow! Look at that. Looks like that's everything that I had missing. Good work, she. Looks like everything's accounted for.
Oh, that's good. I was worried I missed one.
Understandable. But that being said, as a token of thanks, if you do want to take one of these with you, that's more than welcome to. But
No, I think I'm good. I've got my own set of stuff that I can use.
yeah, he gives a little smile and he looks thoughtful for a moment. Hey, come with me a minute, would you? Something I want to show you.
Okay. Shizuki stands up and makes her way over to her dad's the back office area.
He leads you actually down a hallway and down a set of stairs to where is like a kind of like a little backup, like a little like private forgery area that he would either use for like special projects. It's older, so it doesn't exactly have like as much of the stuff as you might expect for like a much more presentable forge to have for like the public,
Right.
or for
It's
like private projects and stuff.
Exactly. There's like the public facing forge, for publicity and whatnot. And then you have the proper forge.
Mm-hmm. He leads you to the door, stops, and then he looks at you. I was gonna wait till your birthday, but and then he reaches around a necklace. He's wearing two necklaces. He reaches around for one of them, takes it off, and hands it to you, and at the end, dangling from it, is a small key. But considering how responsible you were, going on such a big adventure just to get our weapons back and bring everything back in good condition all the same, I think you've earned it a little early this year.
Wait. I get... Really? I don't know what to say.
Let's say what we always say. Let's fire her up.
Let's. All right. I'll go ahead, take it, and make sure I'm understanding correctly. Put the key into the closed door and turn it, and we fire her up.
So you open the door, and lo, it's the key to the private forgery.
Yes.
Also, I figure since we're out of her earshot, might be a good chance for you to pick up some of the tricks of the trade from your little gunslinger friend up there, huh?
He's already agreed to it. Shizuki gives a thumbs up.
Well, in that case, if I'm ever cleaning and happen to find anything that looks like blueprints, I'll be sure to, I don't know, just make sure they're well filed somewhere. He says, just kind of putting his hands behind his head, just looking away, like, just fake non-suspicion.
Yeah. Well, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. As we'll flick of the ear there. All right.
But yeah, mechanically speaking, if you're ever in town and you need to forge something, this would be the place for it.
Beautiful.
What you're saying is, this private forge, mechanically speaking, will basically let us create mundane items as though they were magic items, and bypass the fucking years of time it would take to make a full plate armor, possibly. Because mundane crafting is honestly kind of shit.
I mean, if you have the proper tools.
I have a traveler's any tool, which would be any tools.
I have an any tools, any tool.
I can bend it to be anything I need it to be.
I can quick think all thoughts. Well, I guess, who am I to say that wouldn't work then?
Yes! Fuck yeah! Crafting, boys! This is about to get pretty fucking great in here. Alright, Anri. Make some guns.
Right. Let's weaponize the market. Let's continue
Weaponize
the arms
market,
race.
literally.
Oh my god.
This is one of the reasons I drank a beer, so I could have the proper sound effect for crafting.
Perfect. Alright.
Alright.
Other than that, some spots it might be a little bit of a little bit of a squeeze, getting everybody some sleeping space for the night, but it's a roof over your heads.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's the rest of the day / evening is you guys, is whatever you want to do.
Well, I feel like Anri is gonna try and keep to her promise.
She's
And,
gonna come back up. She's gonna hang over the little wall from the hallway. Gonna point at Anri, say nothing, and then just beckon with a finger. Very, very intense. Get the fuck over here, sort of thing.
Now it's Kanari's turn to raise that eyebrow.
Anri's gonna kind of be confused for a moment and look at you guys. And
Shrug.
Just shrug and say,
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Well, alright
I'm
then.
gonna take you.
All right.
I'm gonna take you to the forge, and then I'm gonna take you to a side room near the forge. Never a good idea.
never a good idea.
But I'm
You
gonna take you
Next
down.
day, she wakes up in a ditch.
You may be wondering how I got here.
Shizuki just snorting gunpowder. Dun, dun, dun.
So,
You see, first I agreed to build firearms.
now then, shall we get things going with crafting firearms? Yes.
Anri cracks her knuckles and be like,
Well, I suppose so. What would you like to build first? I've had a few ideas recently.
Let's
Tell
write
me.
all of those ideas down so that we can keep them handy for when we are building this. And
all right. Well, in that case, Anri's gonna be busting out her her little private alchemical formula for gunpowder. And yeah, she's gonna get to work with she helping, being the muscle, doing the hammering, doing the lifting.
Shizuki assisting with all of this makes profession blacksmith check.
Okay.
8 another
Uh,
for a +2 on your craft check.
nice. Let me
And the
just
best
read
part
how.
about this.
Yeah.
We get to make 1,000 gold worth of crafting per day working in here. It's like magic item crafting, but for mundane.
Yeah. Though, I would also point out that technically crafting firearms with the gunsmithing feat already worked like that, but you know what?
Yeah,
No,
but
it's all good.
You know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fine. Fine. We get
What if
to
you're doing it without the gunsmithing feat?
Yeah. I'm assisting you without the gunsmithing feat, so.
Yeah. Alright, so in that case, it doesn't say I need to roll craft firearms, but I will do that if you want me to.
Gunsmithing, I think you don't actually have to roll anything. I don't think so.
No, it's like crafting magic items. But
Yeah. I think you
we
only
can
have to
do it
roll
for thematic
something.
purposes.
I think you only have to roll something if you're like actually.
Yeah, if you have access to a gunsmith's kit, you can create and restore firearms, craft bullets, and mix black powder. You do not need to make a craft check to create firearms and ammunition or to restore firearms. You don't have to make any rolls. You can just make them.
Alright, so what are we gonna theme here?
We're gonna start
What are
off
we gonna
with. I was thinking we would start off with a pistol, just an easy thing to get started, then
Sure.
build up from there.
You wanted to start off with a pistol? In that case, we can do that. We could technically build a musket if you like.
That would also be nice. We could do that, and give it
I'll
to
do it.
Sorren as a gift, as a welcome to Albrook. Or no.
Welcome to our lives.
I don't know how the hell to use this thing, but thanks, I guess.
You can make
Just
me a hug.
point and pull the
Alright.
trigger.
And pat.
Well, I'm sure wouldn't your father also appreciate some wares?
True. Yeah. You could at the very least make him, You know what? I have an idea.
Well, I'm guessing by the sounds of it, you guys are going to be down there the rest of the time. So,
So this is,
assuming that we ask Papa Shimamura what the fuck you guys are doing, and assuming he tells us, oh yeah, they're playing in the forge, it'd be like, well, I guess we might as well find something to do for the rest of the day.
Alright. I just follow you.
Yeah. All really up to you guys.
Well, what are your plans then there, Kanari? Seeing as these two are apparently going to go playing with hot metal for the rest of the day.
Well, I was going to ask you the same question. Seems like we have the afternoon free, and it's been quite a while since I've been through here, so I wouldn't say no to just going out and seeing what sorts of trouble we can get into.
Oh, you've been here before then?
Only once. I was on my way up from the south.
Ah, I see. Well, that means you know a little bit more about it than I do, so lead the way.
I came through here in the middle of the night, at a dead run.
Ah, I see. I see.
But I am down to wander.
Wandering sounds fine to me.
Alright.
I guess we're just going to explore and see what we find.
Indeed.
Well, you can imagine it. It's probably crafted here. There's all sorts of... there's a lot of businesses down this bridge. There's... In terms of any kind of, like, things like magic items, there's nothing, like, high grade.
Mm.
Probably, like, lots of things of, like, shall we say, the lesser tier variety.
Okay.
Higher tier stuff would be in much bigger cities like Berenice and Liazeros.
Right.
But
What about something like a... Bear with me for a moment, because I'm going to try to explain around this. Someplace where travel or caravan or trade records are kept.
Would probably be like a courthouse of some kind.
yeah,
Right.
they'd probably be down at City Hall, which would be like down on the portion off of the bridge, I would think.
Okay. Well, do we have enough time to go down there before sunset? Or before they close?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. And I'll explain what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to figure out if there are any other records of things like Genian rubies being traded back and forth. Because this seems like a natural choke point for it, so if it happened, or if it was sent north from the south, then this seems like the
Okay.
place to find out.
Sure. Understandable.
Not a bad idea.
Perfect.
All right, so you're gonna head out towards, head down that bridgeway towards the local courthouse, city hall situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just, again, sort of wandering along the way. I think this will only occur to her, maybe a quarter hour or so into their walk.
Okay.
So...
Understandable. All right. So make way back down the bridge off of the bridge towards, and I head towards City Hall, which is kind of off of just a ways from like a little park, shall we say, just kind of an open little park field area. There's a fountain going.
Nice.
And eventually, you do make it to City Hall. And entrez-vous.
Well, Sorren, I know this only occurred to me in the last couple of minutes, and I may not have fully explained it to you, but do you want to come with me and do some research?
It's not my normal area of expertise, but I've legitimately gotten not much else to do.
Okay, well, there's always the park if you just want to take Kai for a spin.
Well, now I'm conflicted. All right, well, Kai seems to want to go to the park, so I guess I'll just take him down to the park.
All right, I'll meet you out here when I'm done.
Oh, yeah, we can play fetch. Oh, man, it's going to be a good afternoon.
That's probably what we'll be doing.
All right. Kanari breaks a small branch off a nearby tree and hands it to him.
Well,
Tail wagging intensify.
I know that. I know that feel. Casually reaching up to a tree to pick off a piece of branch.
Stick.
Yeah, usually the one that's hit you in the head, right?
Yeah, I have to see it. I can't miss it, right? It's limbo. It's limbo practice.
Stick.
So that is what we'll be doing. Is I'll be throwing the stick for Kai.
Yeah, we're going to be playing in the park. Hype.
All right, so let's.
Man, I forgot my doggy bags. Shit.
Literally.
No, I'm a good dog. You know.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Clean up after
Let's-
myself.
So let's stick with Kanari for a second as you go to check out these records. How's it go down?
Was that a question directed at me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you need me to roll for that?
Like what? It's
'Cause you know what the
Also-
situation would be better than
yeah.
I
So
would.
you're gonna probably ask to check out some of the public records, and you'll be directed around. Let's see here. Um,
They really do need a research skill.
yeah.
Closest is usually making a knowledge check with a bonus since you're in a place
Yeah.
to allow it. So, like, for this, it would probably be a knowledge local check. Would be my. Let me double check for you.
That does sound pretty right, honestly.
You can also usually make profession checks. Like if you were like a profession librarian, you could probably also make a check like that to find the books, those sorts of things. Yeah, it says local is legends, personalities, inhabitants, laws, customs, traditions, and stuff like that. So.
Right. Yeah. Let's go with that. I was just about to say, I might just homebrew like an investigate check or something. Let's go. Yeah, just go ahead and roll me a knowledge local.
Okay, can do.
That does ultimately make the most sense.
Well, that's the end of that.
So you're browsing through some of the. You're browsing through some of the records that show things for like jewelry and delivery and whatnot. There's a lot of things that call for like rubies, but there's nothing in particular that you can find about anything peculiar about any sort of strange jewelry being transported about.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'll.
But I will give you this though. Based on like kind of getting a general feel for the records you're looking at, that this would confirm that this would indeed be a pretty good choke point for transportation of these things to take place.
Okay.
If it were to.
Well, switching gears somewhat then, as she recognizes she's probably not going to get very far with this. Maybe get an idea of House Pronemia's recent activities in the area?
Sure. Roll me local or nobility.
Okay, definitely going to be local.
Okay. Local can do better. So, reading through some of the records, you do see that there was someone representing House Pernemi who checked in through here recently. It looked like they were doing some kind of transportation of some kind of trade deal in. It looked like through their passage they had some kind of trade deal to do in Cloverstone. Is like what their destination was.
Okay.
And so far, that's the last bit of report of them. They haven't made a check-in coming back just yet.
Okay.
But looks like they were going to stop in Relimquay for something and then head further westward.
Interesting. All right. She will commit that to memory, thank whoever let her into the back, and I guess go off to meet with Chaotic.
Okay. They are still playing fetch.
Sitting on the bench next to another dog walker. She's a pretty young thing. Oh yeah, sitting there taking care of. So what exactly do you feed your dog? Because I need to make sure that he's getting the right nutrition.
Well, I just usually find myself finding a good little bit of meat mix for mine.
See, I usually do a lot of fishing myself, actually. And I find that it seems to work pretty well for him.
You see, that's the thing. Nestor doesn't really care for fish that much. I've tried before, but with how much it sells around here, but it's just not his thing, I guess. He's a little picky sometimes.
Really? Huh. Interesting. Maybe that one's just the difference between breed, maybe.
Could be, yeah. Yours is a bit more,
Like a wolf.
a little more wolf-like, kind of fluffy.
He's a bit of a mutt, from my understanding.
Well, I can kind of tell by the color. I can kind of tell by the color of his fur a little bit, yeah. You don't mind my saying, of course, but
I heard that. I will remember this.
you see, mine actually has spots on his tongue, so he's a bit of a mixed breed as well. So.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kanari, you're back. Hi.
Yes, a shadow falls over you.
A large shadow.
Come, Sorren, it's time for your 4 p.m. something or other.
What?
God fucking damn it.
Nice.
Time for your sponge bath.
And
Well-
you flirting with the NPCs.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go for now, but we may actually be back if I happen to run across you again.
Oh, we're here almost every other day.
Oh, well, very nice. We'll meet you again.
All right. Take care, young man.
Give stick.
Stick.
Kai gets up on his hind legs, just standing. Give stick.
Anri actually does take the stick, and I am happy to roll for how far I can throw the fucking thing.
All right.
So that's, what is that, a range touch attack?
Eat check.
Yes.
Okay,
Just range attack.
AC 10 to hit the square you're trying to hit.
I
alright.
think it's AC 5.
That's close.
Well, I can hit that. Let's hope I do at least a little better.
Yeet.
All right. Ty, you gonna chase that?
Yes.
Okay. I need you
Yeah.
to make me a acrobatics check.
Understood. Yes.
Just catch it in midair.
Well, let's see. Yes.
It is intercepted by a reptilian creature.
You
What?
bitch!
Nutty.
What? What?
You bitch! This is gonna be my nail.
There's this little there's this almost like dinosaur-like creature that leaps up and just snatches it out of the air right before you can jump up and grab it.
Wait, what?
This is the
dinosaur.
fucking. It is the fucking raccoon. Am I getting one in every area?
It's not a raccoon. It's a little. It's
I know.
More like
but it's the
a.
raccoon of this region.
Oh, it's like a bipedal reptilian thing, and you hear a guy kind of call from over there. Hey, Roger. Put that down. That's the other dogs.
Dog?
Dog?
It's
Oh.
not a dog, my good sir.
It's a strange looking dog you've got there.
Not a dog.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. Roger, alright.
Roger rushes back over. Gets pets. He just says to the guys like, "No, you need to behave more and more at the park. All right."
He's the lizard.
He's,
Looks sad at my stick.
I would like to identify the dinosaur.
I wrote its name down somewhere, but it's fucking elsewhere now. It's a relatively young bipedal, not quite a raptor.
It's a fucking
Pretty-
velociraptor. You can't change my mind. You said bipedal.
I wrote it down somewhere, but I'm also bad at dinosaur names. But it's
Is it a velociraptor?
it's
Now.
not quite.
A baby Tyrannosaurus?
No, it's. I'm trying to just find. It's not quite a carnivore.
Was it one of the ones that can be a familiar?
Something like that. Yes.
Because I do know.
Oh, I'm having trouble with this, and I apologize.
Archaeopteryx?
That might be it. Yes.
Yeah, it's got.
Okay.
Might be it.
I think it also has feathers.
Yes.
So.
I'm
Because
so
I
terrified.
it's either
I think
the
it's Archaeopteryx. Yeah.
There's another one too on here. I forget.
I think it starts with a C.
It's the one that I posted.
Is it the Compsognathus?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking styling on you.
Yeah, the Compsognathus is the one that I know. Because it gives you +4 initiative checks.
Look
That's
at
pretty
he just stick bugs on guy.
Oh my god.
Look at this dude.
And, yeah, that happens.
Sad.
We'll get you another stick, Kai. Don't worry.
Well, he did drop it for you.
Yeah, he gave it back. It's just. Well, it's not
Yeah,
my
but now it's
stick
been
anymore. It's
tainted.
been marked, yeah.
Now it's been tainted. I get it.
I was a
Get
gift
that-
from Kanari, man. That
With
was...
that dino taint.
All right. Are there any other obvious tree branches within cracking distance?
Oh yeah.
All right. Crack. Toss.
Failure. Failed to protect my gift. Gift!
So
Oh, you're able to
Kai-
fetch this one with no trouble. And it
So-
goes even farther out this time too. So.
So did you manage to find what you were looking for then?
Yes and no. You'd be surprised at the number of people who don't even know what a Genian ruby is.
Well, I'd imagine I still barely understand what it is, other than that's what that cult wants for whatever reason.
Makes two of us, I'm afraid.
Although I guess they can do some kind of magic. Yeah, speaking of that, I'm gonna pull out the ruby.
Mm.
I'm gonna use magic device to try to activate it blindly.
Oh my god.
I don't know what
Kanari
it does. I wanna see
dives
if
for
maybe
cover.
I want to see if maybe I can figure out what it does.
Roll new
Because
character.
we happen to be talking about it, so I'm like, why not? I don't imagine
Will
anything
save.
bad's gonna happen.
Well, he
DC
just
25 to activate it blindly. Alright, cool.
What's your chance of activating it blindly?
14 or better.
Oh.
I'll be fine.
I am actually diving for cover.
I'm
He
not
didn't
fine.
do it. He did not succeed.
Let me see what it
Oh.
says. If I fail by 9 or less, I just can't activate it. So that is by 9 or less, so nothing happens.
He's just
Okay.
If I fail by 10 or more, a mishap happens, but nothing happens. So
he just strains really, really hard.
I start saying a bunch of gobbledygook words to see if maybe some of them work.
None of them
Uh, Alakazam, Open Sesame, Abracadabra. No? Oh, all right.
The blood of
Wait,
your
wait,
forefather
wait,
Goody, I
is
see
on
you there. What you doing?
Kanari, get out
I'm-
the bush. What's
this
wrong
is-
with you?
This is my panicked face.
Well, I'm gonna have to try and play with this thing some more, see if maybe I can figure out what it does.
Well, maybe don't, please.
What? Well, do you have any idea?
Not doing that. Couple reasons. Number one, we don't know what it does. Number two, we won't know what happens to you when it does. Number three, there is no telling whether anyone else is actively looking out for these things, and that wouldn't draw them to us like a fucking beacon.
Number 4, Hellgates.
Don't play with magic. It plays you.
All right, fair enough on that front, I guess, as I put it back in my pocket, or back in my bag. So,
Back
Sorren.
on your dog.
This is why you don't fuck with dark magic. Sorren, 7 episodes later.
well, he doesn't know it's dark magic. Dark magic
Yeah.
is different from good magic.
I know. I
knows
just
the
mean
good-
it like the prospect of using something to just be like, what?
He's getting curious about magic. It's his arc.
Yeah,
It is his character arc, but backwards.
but backwards.
No.
That's fair enough, I guess. Well, I guess we might as well make our way back and see if those two have managed to finish anything, and if not, well,
Oh, whoops.
I can't think of anything I need to pick up or anything along those lines. Hell, to be entirely honest with you, I've never had so much damn gold in my life. I don't know what to do with any of it.
so happy with my stick.
I can relate, unfortunately. I think about the most interesting thing that has happened to us today has been the small lizard. I would like to know more about that, but I think it's already gone.
I don't think I've ever seen something quite like it, to be honest.
Neither have I.
Well, I mean,
Growler mention of the lizard.
I mean, I guess the
Fucking
closest
lizard.
is that it looks like a really tiny and standing on two legs alligator of some kind.
Growler
Yes.
thought of fucking dinosaur.
I will give you with the nature check you rolled, Kanari,
Mhm.
especially being one from where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely know that it's probably not the first dinosaur you've seen, since they do exist in this world, but that one probably.
It's probably DC 5 plus its CR, honestly, if it's common enough. DC 10 if it's not.
It's more
DC
like
DC
it's
5
more like-
is if plus its CR is if it's really common. 10 is if it's average. 15 and up is if it's rare.
it's more to the effect that a place so popular, there's someone with a dinosaur for a pet. What?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That probably would have taken her by a bit of surprise and with this variety of civilization.
Growl.
It's less not knowing what it is and more the surprise at seeing one.
Yeah,
Right. So thoroughly domesticated.
yeah.
Got it.
He's probably
$10
got a
is a
dinosaur
familiar.
license.
You got a license for that?
Good
Oi,
license
oi, oi.
for that Velociraptor.
I do. It's right here, sir, beside it.
Alright, mate, continue eating that small dog.
I think I'm not a small dog.
Very good.
Not in the least.
Fair. I guess
Says
we'll
it
make our
expired
way.
3 days ago.
I guess we'll make our way back to the shop unless there's anything else to do.
No?
In the name of
Uh,
the Queen. That's enough from me for one day.
All
Yeah,
right,
I have
so-
no objections.
All right, so let's jump back to Anri and she. What are you able? Tell me what it is you need to roll, if anything. If not, tell me what's
not
getting
yet.
made.
Just need
Well,
another day, and we will finish up a musket for my father.
yeah, yeah. You just need pretty much, yeah. Just, clanging intensifies as we do measuring. We do, what is it called when you're, like, sanding metal?
Grinding,
Like, grinding, there you go. Grinding, polishing.
quenching.
Barrels. Yeah,
Yeah, quenching.
and I suppose a bit of wood carving as well.
Yeah.
For the frame. There you go.
What are you guys fucking doing in here?
I'm making-
fucking campaign shit.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I'm making noises.
No, I'm
I'm
looking
making
at
noises for the crafting.
My bad. I'm just being silly.
So we'll probably rest up one day, and then next day, me and Anri will finish up our gift, and then once we're done there, I think we'll be good to head out. Probably.
All right.
So I was considering something as a bit of roleplay if we want, if you guys are willing to let me do it. It just takes up time, that's all. So
Sure, of course.
essentially in the middle of the night, because another reason Sorren was looking around was to find a good building to sit on. And he's gonna possibly try to wake up Kai, maybe? And be like, hey, you wanna come along with me for a bit here?
Walkie?
Yeah, we're gonna go on a bit of a walk. That's a good way of putting it. Come on. Not trying to wake anybody else up and leave quietly. And I guess the idea here was, as part of my perception check, or if you want me to just make another one, was to find a good way to climb up one of the buildings.
Let's see here.
I do also have a rope and a grappling hook, so.
All right, so for point of reference, let's look at the main page here. You see this area that I'm kind of pointing my arrow around?
Yep.
See this kind of multi-X design? Let's pretend that's a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's pretend that that can be climbed up to this rooftop as a point of reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say that a little effort, you could probably make a climb attempt up there.
All right, and so I'm gonna kind of lean to Kyle and be like, "It's a bit stuffy down here, isn't it? A little bit more open sky might be nice. What do you think?"
Sure.
Kind of
He
looking
seems
up at the
excited
roof.
by air ideas. He doesn't like city. It's too stuffy.
Unfortunately, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to get up there if your paws aren't gonna help. So, but once we get up there,
He
we'll see.
understands.
So I'm gonna throw up a grappling hook, finding a good spot that kind of get up there. That's also kind of in a back alley, you know, something like that. Trying not to be noticed.
Okay.
So whatever checks you need me to make.
To toss up the grappling hook, let's make it a range attack.
All right. It's gonna
Kind of
be
like try and hook it over like a rafter or something.
that is going to be +9. 13.
All right. I'd say from that range and using that reference we talked about, it'll probably be just enough to kind of catch over the side of like one of those outcropping spots.
All right, up we go.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's see.
Climb check, right?
A rope with a wall to brace against, or a knotted rope, or a rope affected by the rope trick spell. So we have a rope with a wall to brace against, so it's a DC 5.
Okay.
So it's a DC 5 climb check to use the rope and pull ourselves up using the wall.
Well,
Nice.
You're a lot better at it than I am.
climb a lot of trees in my time.
Yeah, I guess. Wow, you're a lot better at it than I thought you were. So are we up on the roof now?
Yep, I even moved you there.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a good spot to both set the grappling hook so that I can easily throw the rope back down over the building side if we need to.
Okay.
And find a spot to settle on the roof and pull out my my little star journal.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably a good spot to kind of rest that thing.
So I pull out the journal and I start making pictures again. Is that so? I'm gonna talk to Kayam because I'm sure we've been talking about it a couple of times. I'm like, is that the same one? Remember the one we drew that kind of looked a little bit like a rabbit? Is that one? Is that the one that's right over there?
Squint.
I think I know
think so?
because I know the stars move around when we move way too far away from them. You know, I think.
Yeah, because the bright star on the ear.
Right, yeah. All right. That should make that a little easier. And he's kind of making doodles in the book. I think I got it. Yeah, what do you think? Does this look pretty good?
Gazes over at it. Yeah, looks right.
Perfect. I almost kind of would just rather go to sleep up here rather than going back. Sky's
Why
really
not?
nice tonight. Well, probably be better that we were gone before anybody woke up and happened to see us sitting up here. You know, it is a lot easier to see us in the day than it is in the dark.
Doesn't understand why anyone would have. It like looks at you really confused. Like a why would anyone get mad that we're up here? Look.
Well, the only way I could describe it is when you're with a lot of people, right? And I know you don't like it very much, and to be fair, I don't so much either, some of the time. A lot of the people, they don't like it when you go places that they don't want you to be. And a rooftop is one of those places they most definitely don't normally want you to be.
Seems like a waste of space.
I know, it certainly can be. But, I mean, when it rains, you know, rain falls down the side of the rooftop and it just goes down onto the street rather than going into the house. Or gathering up here. Don't want the roof falling in on you either. And that's, of course, you know, living in a house and all that.
Rules. I don't like them.
Well,
get it.
I'm not entirely sure how to explain it. Easiest way of going is you don't make them mad, and they treat you well. You make them mad, they don't. So that's why you do it when they can't see you.
Oh.
We should probably make our way back here soon.
Teaching me the worst and best lessons.
A good and bad influence all the same.
As long as you have a good heart, you're fine. We're not stealing anything. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. Again.
It's not stealing, it's redistributing.
It's borrowing for now until it gets back to them because all the money gets back to the top eventually.
Yeah.
Just a temporary redistribution.
Well, we should probably make our way back here now that I got the journal filled up. Needed to get that done.
Alright.
So, checking down below us to make sure that nobody has happened to come by the spot we would be able to drop back down.
No.
Go ahead and roll me perception.
Okay. I don't whether it's like kind of dark or not. I do have eyes of the owl, so I have low light vision, so I should be able to see just fine even in the semi-darkness. So.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your perception checks.
Okay. So I've got a 30.
I've got 28.
So you make way to start moving down, but you do see a couple of guards on patrolling the street at night, just walking down the way. If you move now, there's a good chance they'd spot you.
Well,
at the moment, they haven't seen you yet.
And there's one of those reasons why we needed to make sure to look. You see, the guards are coming, the guys in the armor. They're the ones that sit there and make essentially, you know, everybody's rules and all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that actually make sure those rules get followed. So we're gonna have to wait for them, and when they're gone, we can then go back down. Yeah, it sucks, but that's part of learning the tricks and trades of being able to move through a city without much trouble.
They don't want us up here, but then they won't let us down.
Well, it's more like they would know that we were up here, but...
He's not smart enough to understand that.
That's fine.
Points to my 8 intelligence. I got a good idea of how some things work, but...
You can see that they're armed with a couple of, they're each armed with a spear and a crossbow with some bolts, but they're also have lanterns in one hand, so they're not at the ready to attack or anything. They're just looking around with
talking about the joust that happened last night. You know.
Yeah, they're checking the.
Talking about the.
They're probably not looking up either. So.
No, they're not. They're just checking. They look like they're just. You haven't been spotted, so they're just checking down some of the alleyways as they are kind of walking along, talking to each other, or just shooting the shit.
Talking about sports.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hear what I can. Since we have to wait on them anyways, I might as well try to hear what I can.
Might as well hear about what's happening in the city.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll me another perception.
I'll listen as well. 18 this time. I probably wouldn't understand what they're saying anyway. Well, I'd
Doesn't
understand
the
it.
language they're speaking.
Yeah, you can tell that it's you can make that is probably common, but you're also a little too high up to make out like completely what all they're talking about. Just a little bit out of earshot.
I'd get the words, I just wouldn't get how they all connect.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we try to listen as they pass by, but since we're not able to make anything out, once they pass, that's when we'll climb back down.
Yeah. Takes a few minutes. They're just doing their regular patrol, and eventually you watch them go around the next corner, and then the way is clear.
Then make the climb check back down. And
Okay.
kind of wiggle the grapple free at the bottom and make our way back.
All right, you both carefully make your way back down.
Alright. Now we're good. We can just walk. And make our way back and go back to bed.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to have noticed that we were gone or had left or came back, just, that's your choice. If not, otherwise, we just go back to sleep. I'll take that as a no.
I'll take that as no objections.
Okay.
So at that point, we will come to the next day.
New day.
One of the new days.
All right. With a new day and a new work for firearms.
The seagulls are screeching. Beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
People are yelling at each other.
The ornery angler is angling ornery.
Ornerly.
Ornerly.
This is good day. This is good day for fish.
Mm-hmm. Anri will pretty much wake up and immediately get back to working on the firearm, even as she eats breakfast.
She's just got a piece of avocado toast and she's sitting there with one hand.
Millennial.
It's like in her mouth as she's like working on the firearm.
The bougiest
Millennial.
possible breakfast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanari and Shizuki will probably finish up the musket today.
All right.
And
With that, I suppose Anri will do one thing.
She, this last part is a bit difficult. Would you mind holding the musket for me?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And Anri takes she seems to be tinkering with the mechanism where the gunpowder would go, and she's just messing with it a little bit, and then she stops and she looks up at you.
Oh no! No! That's not good.
What's going on?
Don't move! Don't move a muscle. If you do, the entire building could explode. Don't move.
Ari leans around the
Anri-
corner worriedly.
Anri takes a step back and looks very worried.
He's just holding the long barrel of the musket, just frozen.
Anri is just going to slowly step forward.
Don't move a muscle. I'm just going to disable this.
And she just lays her hands on it.
And BANG!
That was Anri pranking you in an attempt to scare you.
Just fucking like.
Aww.
You can decide whether that actually worked.
It scared me, so it scared Kai. Just hear whimpering dog in the doorway.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be here for that.
You weren't supposed to be here.
We hadn't talked about going on walkies yet.
Exactly.
According to my logic, I'm still here.
Okay.
We're all in the house at least. So
Yeah.
Did I get she though?
She like jumped slightly, but when she realized what you were doing,
you motherfucker.
you cheeky fuck. You almost had me.
Got you.
Oh.
No, everything's perfect.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Let's
You do
well,
a bang, but it'll be your face.
okay. Let's gonna very gingerly set it down just in case she wasn't actually kidding.
Just Anri thinking, I think I may have done some damage there.
Okay.
Okay, whimpering intensifies.
Emotional
Oh
damage
no,
taken.
Kai, I'm sorry. It's okay. Everything's fine.
All right.
No bangs. No bangs.
You wake up next morning.
Bang.
Wake up next morning.
And all your hair will be completely redone. Then there will be bangs.
Oh,
I hate
no.
it. I hate it. 0 out of 10. I hate it.
The Hime haircut.
Oh
There
no.
it is. There it is.
We've been given the Hime cut.
Oh no.
Oh god. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that was my bit of fun.
That's
I loved
perfect. All right.
All right.
You're good. We're done.
Well, yeah, musket is done. We can show your father now.
Would you
Excuse me.
like to do the honors of presenting it to him yourself, and I'll just come along?
All right.
Anri takes up the musket and where is Goody? Where is Father Blacksmith?
Oh.
Goody?
Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah.
No.
you were
We
good.
can hear you
now.
We couldn't hear you. But
Oh, I was trying to do the.
Oh, right. It's a bit.
I was
It's a
doing
bit
too
faint.
far from the mic, I think, probably.
All right.
You hear
Yeah.
him working on something early in the morning.
All right.
Dad always was an early riser.
Did he ever mention his name, or does he just go by,
Papa She.
Papa She?
Will, did you give him a name?
I don't think I ever gave him a name. All I have is
Papa
Dad
She.
or Pops or
Yeah, people can just call him
Mr.
Pop.
Shimomura.
Mr.
guess.
Shimamura.
Pops. What's his son?
Big
Morning,
man.
kids. Hope you all slept well.
Anri will be.
So, me and she were making.
And what is that? He just straight up interrupts you.
We were making use of the forge you gave her access to, and well, I thought I'd make this for you as a thank you for helping us.
So,
Here,
like,
it's
this is a
yours.
full-on musket that has, like, the little
Yeah.
poker at the end, right?
Yep. Well, the you mean the bayonet?
Sure, yeah, I forget what it's called.
It probably wouldn't have the bayonet with it
Pokey
since that's
thing.
a separate item, but it's just the musket bit, the gun.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see this. This one or two-hander here?
That's a two-handed one. Here, you aim it like this.
And she just demonstrates how she aim down the sights with it. And he says,
Yeah.
You see, this small mechanism here creates a spark, which then ignites this black powder, which then creates a concentrated explosion within the barrel, which sends a bullet flying off.
Well, that's something. You know, I hear I hear the Pronemias shared this kind of stuff with our part of the world, but when I heard this is still in some pretty. It's still in growing production. Are you close with that family or something?
No.
Not really.
He's looking really close to it.
No.
Like he's really like just checking out the ins and outs of all the finely crafted metals and all that.
Yeah.
Getting together while he's inquiring with you.
Anri will just say,
I just was very fortunate enough to be taught by a dwarf who seemed to know the trade.
Huh. So I take you've been down to Cloverstone a bit then, huh?
have I?
Have you?
Have you?
How long have you been wandering around?
Because what he's getting at, Solar, is that the people who know this technology in Kyonin right now are high nobility and very certain dwarves.
Anri will just give a nod. She's probably passed through there, but never like enough to, get to know it properly. But she's an adventurer. She's been around.
Well, all the same, they must. Which one? So you don't say any words. So while he's just inspecting the musket, he says, "Well, whichever one did teach you must have taught you well, because this is pretty darn close to what I'd expect of Clovercraft itself."
Sweat droop.
Well, now you have a bit of their stock, I suppose. You can get ahead of the game.
Well, did you, and if I happen to find any blueprints down in that forge, I might find a good filing space for those.
Very
He
good.
says with a little bit of like, if it just happens to fall my way. All right.
Smile and nod.
I'll use this as a point of reference, and once again, he looks to Shizuki. No matter where His Majesty sends you, just know that you will always have a home here if you need to rest up, huh?
I'll remember that.
Thank you.
Yeah. He comes over with a massive, muscly hand and just brings you in for a tight hug.
Hell yeah.
I love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
All right.
Returns the hug.
Read.
Okay.
Anri does not envy you.
Mm.
I think that needs a hug.
Y'all take care of yourselves, and I suppose I'll see you on your way back up north, huh?
Mm-hmm. I have to stop through here on our way back, so hopefully everything goes well.
Yes.
All right.
Back in the cart and back on the road.
Back in the
And we will
con.
take a 5-minute pee break.
All right.
Greg.
Yeah. I hope I didn't blow anyone's eardrums out with that bang.
You didn't, but you gave me the big old jumpy spoop.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that loud.
You're fine.
Oh, gosh.
You gave me the big old jumpy spoop. Just set 'em up. Me and dogs, we share that in common.
Yeah. Alright,
Cheers.
here we go.
I just love in combat every time you shoot your gun. Just kind of just like, how dare.
I am back.
Ew.
Hey.
I'm a chicken.
You are a chicken? Sorry, what?
I made like a barking noise
Ah.
on accident.
Yeah. It is so hot in my room right now.
No, it's just you.
Ah!
Face.
Woo.
Ha! Well, now I am even hotter because I am blushing.
Sorry. But hey,
You
once
won't-
it passes, you'll be cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's real hot in my room right now because PC is deciding to bake me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the temperature is outside.
It is probably much worse than what it is for me, which makes me feel puny.
You're fine. I just don't know what it is.
Mm.
95 feels like 106.
Alright. It is 24 degrees Celsius because Windows insists on telling me now. Put it on my taskbar.
So yours is 75 degrees.
Hmm.
Oh,
Right.
that's what it is set to in my apartment. That's what my AC is set to.
Oh. How? How though?
Just what
You are.
room temperature is.
Wow. am-
To give
I am
you a
impressed.
context, it's actually 35 Celsius, but it feels like 41 Celsius outside.
Oh, God, that is.
Because humidity.
That is. I don't think I've ever lived in 40 degrees Celsius.
It's still early. We'll probably hit higher. We'll probably be like actually 102 with it. Feels like 116 and once July hits. It's only June.
And back.
Our hottest month
Yeah.
is typically end of July, early August.
Death.
Still impressed that California ends up with more wildfires than Texas does.
Oh, it's because we're moist. Especially, I live in swamp.
The moist
Oh.
heat.
That's why it feels like over 10 degrees more than it actually is. Because humidity, which means it's actually extremely hot outside. It has to, because it takes longer for the water and the air to heat up. That's why it tends to be less than, like, say, Arizona, but it feels as hot as Arizona.
Plus,
Right.
most of California is a mountain, so
Yeah.
Mountain and desert,
with one big ass valley right in the middle of it.
Yep.
basically.
I live in swamp. I'm right by Louisiana in a way, so we're literally swamplands.
Yeah.
Man, sounds like home.
Remember that when we went in the swamps? That's where I live.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Does it
Slimes
include
and
the
all.
witches?
Yeah, witches, slime.
Well, dragon.
We call them Karens, anti-maskers.
Got all the
Oh,
work.
Jesus.
Every time you leave home, you have to get on one of the boats with the big fans.
Uh-huh. Oh, especially once a hurricane comes around. Ooh.
That's just what your car is.
Oh god, we literally had constant flash flood warnings for like 3 weeks to a month. It was just always my phone's just like, so flash flood warning, and I'm like, again? We
Hermit
didn't
dwarves.
flood, luckily, but
Hermit dwarves with magic boomsticks.
That's
Always
just a
a-
neighbor.
step away from flooding over here rather than being on fire.
Hey, you know where the nearest the nearest shop is? Yeah, it's back the way you came.
God damn it.
Loads firearm aggressively.
Are you ready to meet God?
God damn it.
Sword is the blade that severs the villain's head. Empty. Endless is the path that leads him from hell. Anyway.
Unlimited blade works.
For whom do you fight anyway?
My sword.
Oh my god.
How glib.
How glib. Anyway, so we are back. So we are back on the road.
On the road.
Crossing the bridge. There is a. There's a distinct arch. Fucking gift. So there's a very distinct archway over the bridge that kind of separates like the town itself from like the rest of the bridge. And there's an archway with guards at the gate and all that. So, and you pass that.
A heavily armed band of folks just passing through on our cart.
Not unusual, especially when you're heading to the southern stretches of this part of the countryside. Because some of the Badlands can be a little rough. In fact, roll me local checks. Yeah, all of you.
Let's see if I can roll higher than a 10 this time.
Local.
And if we don't have local, just straight up intelligence check.
Yeah.
Straight up intelligence.
Gotcha. How?
Nice.
How?
I'm sorry, Cygnus.
I will say, Kai, since the way I'll say it for you, since you mostly stick to like forests and stuff with Sorren, you probably heard a lot from him.
Yeah.
We can kind of gauge
it. Makes fair. He rolled higher than me. I probably just know trickle down knowledge, but still, how?
But south of the river, towards like some of the more Badlands and mountains, and Kanari, you would know this too, even with that roll, since you came from the southern region and beyond. This area, in some of when you start getting further from civilization, that's when you start to get in the area where like giants tend to roam. Far to the west, even beyond Cloverstone, are a bunch of orc camps that like rest up in the mountains to keep their eyes on any who would dare pass through the valleys. And the orcs venture even sometimes into the mountains to give the dwarves some trouble.
Oh.
Because there's a very, you'll excuse the pun, a rocky history in terms of territory on the mountains.
Yep.
And the giants, the ones that live up around the area, they just like to take advantage of their conflict sometimes. So it can get kind of hairy. Though thankfully, closer to more civilized locations, usually not quite as much of a worry.
As long as we don't go wandering off west.
Uh-huh. And some of that, with Anri, with your role, you might be able to discern that might have to do with the fact that of these new types of weapons that the orcs have trouble figuring out how to counter.
This land is our land, dwarves. Gun.
I had gun.
Parry this, you fucking casual.
Get ready to parry this, you fucking casual.
Bark.
After leaving Albrook, crossing the bridge, Relinquay ain't far off, and you are able to get there in a pretty short amount of time. Let me just oop.
Yes, the big map.
Ooh.
There's music.
Yo, it sounds like a surfer music, bro.
I guess it kind of does now that you mention it.
Oh,
Let's put you guys all where you enter, up at the very, very top here.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
Right, so why the hell were we here again? I don't remember the quest.
I have it written down.
We're here for a reason.
Diplomancy.
Diplomat.
Oh, right. If it has anything to do with diplomancy, I just started tuning it out. It's very in character.
Do you need God to remind you guys?
Thank God, why am I
Unfortunately,
here?
yes.
Okay. The clouds part. Hang on a second.
God,
God, why are we here?
I remember someone was missing a son or had a son shot or something.
The clouds part. You have come
Holy
to the
fuck.
city for one reason, and one reason only.
It's music.
Well, that's not entirely true. You see, the general, all the way back in the main city, is... I can't fucking do this. I can't fucking do this.
Alright, the general wanted us to go on an errand? I don't fucking remember.
So,
I think it
basically...
was. Sorry, go ahead.
So what happened was, this was originally something that the Black Horse Troop was gonna go for, but because of their leader turned out to be, a cult leader, and nobody knew, like, who in their ranks could have been a follower or an aide. The group basically disbanded and they've been like reassigned to different positions temporarily. But you, who are pretty much a band of adventurers, not quite far off, the king and his council saw you. The Empyrean Council saw you guys as since you're not officially in the military or whatever, you're independent adventurers. They saw it as a prime opportunity to speak to one of the guild masters to link up, see if they can come to parlay and come to terms with uniting once again, because they've been at odds because of the war conflict. But since that's been on hold, they want to basically see about getting Realmquake back into the fold instead of being independent from the monarchy.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And Yanagi gave you a contact name, and his name was Mileo, who is a member of the Havoc Blades Guild.
Yes, I do remember that.
Now, all of you but Kanari remember the name Havoc Blades, because way back in Session 0, there were a group of adventuring types who were calling out, "Come, Havoc Blades, to me," etc. during that big fight.
When we were chasing after Shaw.
Yep, they were fighting off like a band of orcs, while the rest of you were chasing after Shaw. But you picked up shouts about, Havoc Blades to me, Havoc Blades this way, so on and so forth.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, I guess our first thing to do is to start asking around and see if we can find our way to wherever these Havoc Blades happen to be. This is a big city. Another big
Guy
city.
is absolutely terrified. In fact, it takes you guys having to give him food to get him to get in. He doesn't like this city. It's too big. It's too big.
I will inspire you with fish.
Ooh, fish.
Inspired courage.
Fish of inspired courage.
Well, actually, if you stay within, if this is actually a fear effect, and you stay within 10 feet of me, you get a +4 on it.
Oh, no wonder I find you very comforting.
He's a paladin.
So I took one of my fish. Yeah, I was about to say, are you a fucking paladin? Okay. Interesting.
What are you?
What are you?
What have you got in our party right now?
Something that also gains DR1 next level.
Barbarian! What?
Damn, what?
That might be enough information. Hold on.
Oh my god.
When do I get my DR?
I'm being a shit.
all of the multi-class.
Pretty much.
Just be like, fucking, oh, right, we got some
love
adventurers here. We got a Gunslinger, we got a Brawler. What are you? Yes.
Just
Oh,
yes.
What am
I'm
I?
the
I'm a
skin
Gnoll.
changer.
I'm the caster. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Worries about it.
All right.
All right, so let's keep on track here.
What's your first course of action, y'all?
Well,
I say we start asking around.
is there like a general time frame that we're at right now?
Somewhat late morning-ish.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can...
Because you guys, I imagine you guys got up at a pretty good time back in Albrook.
Well,
really
I guess
good.
that means gather information checks,
For information.
which is a
Goody.
diplomacy check.
Yeah. How much do I remember from the last time I was here? Would I know where the Havoc Blades headquarters is?
Probably not.
Okay.
There's a lot of guilds in this city, but you know what? Let's start with the diplomacy checks, because I'll reveal information as we go.
Okay.
And I'll also include that in the bundle, the humble bundle.
What are we doing?
Will.
Diplomacy checks to gather information to see if we can find out where the Havoc
sake.
Blades are.
I'm just aiding by being cute, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. You can do aid checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do an aid.
Aiding.
Yeah.
Despite
Who are you
the
gonna
city
aid?
literally being on the other side of the bridge, I have no idea.
Yeah, they handle things a lot differently here.
Yeah.
This town's a bit more, and this is going up with your diplomacy checks too. This town's a bit more, for just being on the other side of the bridge. This town is a lot more rough and tumble, rugged. From the information you're able to gather, you get that you come to kind of get to understand that people start to kind of tell you that that this city revolves around, you know, guilds keeping everything together, and there are 5 core guilds to this city that pretty much act as like as more or less the form of government. And those 5 guilds are the Havoc Blades, which is basically a guild for hunters, mercs, and adventurers. Glaive, I'm gonna write these down too, just so you guys have them. Glaive, which is a guild of excavationers and miners and the like. Carolers, which is basically your guild of thieving rogue types and informants.
Oh, a thieves guild. An open thieves guild.
Mycidia,
So,
which is an arcanist and mage guild. And then Silver Shroud, which is basically monetarists and treasurers. And for those inquiring further, i.e. Sorren and Kanari, you are able to find out that the Havoc Blades have their meeting spot is a bit more public, and it's at a big tavern called Lobo's Bastion.
Gotcha. And it's a place called what again?
Lobo's Bastion. I wrote it in the chat.
Lobo's Bastion. Okay.
oh, we already have one Lobo with us. I suppose more wouldn't hurt.
Got 'em.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we might as well make our way there then. Forward.
Hey.
Wherever that is.
That is. Let's see.
That's why my mom was texting me. It's my sister's birthday. Fucking forgot.
Oh.
Whoopsie doodle.
Birthday.
We'll say that it's if that's what you guys gonna be trying to go to right now, then Lobo's Bastion.
Yeah.
We'll say it's over.
Anything anybody else wants to do?
It's over here.
Okay. As it is a new map, I cannot move myself.
I am really bad at that. I keep saying I'm gonna fucking do it, but I don't do it.
It's all good.
Just doesn't-
I'm mad.
Oh.
All right, there we go. Thank you.
Yep.
Right down here, right?
Shizuki, I didn't know you learned teleport at this level.
Yes.
Mention door.
Over here.
I'm gonna keep walking. There we go.
I'm just following you.
So chaotic.
Yes.
With your 32 and thieves can't checking.
That's a perception check, so I'm looking for
yeah.
markings again.
So not exactly anything in terms of like markings, but you do see like a couple of when you kind of get around, let's say, you first notice it like around this area, like through the alley, and then like a bit more of it over here. You start to pick up. Oh, I see what's going on here. You see some people who are out in the open. They're not like cloaked by any means because they're just so good at what they do. They don't have anything to hide. But they're just making like a little bit of like exchanges, like you know, they might be like scratching like the side of their face or something, winking at the side of their eye here and there.
So I'm catching people making essentially using thieves' can. So
yeah,
gotcha. Okay. Well, all right then.
And Solar, are you able to move?
Solar is dead.
It's alright, I am here.
Okay.
I did not see we were moving. I was looking.
I don't know why I can't get Kanari's thing to work anytime it's on a new map, because it's set to can be edited and controlled by Cygnus. I don't know why that is.
Are you copying it from a different page that doesn't have the control over it, or are you copying it from page to page?
No, I clicked and dragged onto this map like I did.
Oh, from PCs?
The tokens page,
Yeah.
Check there, maybe. Maybe he doesn't have control from there.
No, he does. So let me try something real quick.
That was an accident.
All right. So Cygnus, try now to. I move it back up to the top just to see.
Sorren's. Oh no.
Yep, I see it. I cannot do anything with it.
That's so weird.
Can you so open up your character under PCs and Kyonin and see if you can drag yourself from there, because I can. If I do this, and then I can control myself. So.
Okay. Yep. I can.
Okay.
Drag and control. So
That is weird.
Yeah.
Only when I do it.
Fucking roll 20, fix your shit.
And I'm getting a little lags.
$20 for Foundry VTT, and it works better. Come on.
That's why I'm gonna be using it. So.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I go to my fucking brother's house, because this stupid fucking place wants to lock me out of letting you guys attack. Ugh, it's annoying. But anyways.
I think you were a little cut off, so I only heard half the frustration.
It's okay.
Oh. I was just saying that for whatever reason, my where I live, there's like a second modem, and it won't let incoming connections come, so I can't have you guys directly connect to me in order to play it. So I have to go to my brother's house to do it.
Oh. Okay, so I thought I had another map for this next part, but I guess we'll just theater the mind this next part real quick.
Okay.
It's not give us that long anyway. So you step into the guild house, and immediately the mood of just either grizzled or just fuck about guys, are just like fuck about adventuring types of all sorts, are just they're just like around just having a fucking hoot
Fuck
nanny
about
of a time.
So this is
In
the
fact-
Adventuring Guild. Got it.
Yes, and in fact, who walks in first?
If no one else is volunteering, I guess I will.
So
wouldn't
when
be
you
able-
walk in, the first thing that you see is a dagger come flying at the wall, pretty like nearby you,
Okay.
and you notice that from the guy who threw it, the two adventurers start to like get like a little bit of a brawl with each other, but like almost moments later, they just start laughing, and then just go back to drinking together.
I will take the dagger.
Okay.
Well, new dagger. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't seem to have noticed.
Free shit, don't turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a pretty rowdy room.
Okay.
Where seems to be the bar then?
Or straight ahead towards the back.
That is where I go.
Okay.
Same here.
I just followed.
Oh, there's a female half orc behind the bar. We got here some out of towners. What can I help you with? What can I water you down with?
Hey, what do you happen to have on tap?
Let's see. Well, we got some. We got some good lemon cider in season now. Got some. Otherwise, it's just a standard old piss water that we usually like to toss out around here.
What is some of the better stuff that you've got?
Are you saying that like a thieving sort of way, or?
I'm saying that in a money is no issue sort of way.
Ah, top shelf, huh? Well, top shelfer might be interested in a little Kyonin Patron or some whiskey, perhaps.
Why not some of the Patron? We'll give that a try.
All right, friend, your funeral. And she actually like climbs up a little bit with like no issue. Just steps up, climbs up, grabs a bottle, hops back down, pops cork, and asks you how you want it? Shot, small sample, or water it down and make it shitty?
Well, whatever the bartender thinks is best.
That's what I thought you'd say. And
You want
she-
some too? I'm looking at Kanari.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
You want some too?
You want some
Well, I could go for a Maleo.
Then I guess that's what she'll have, and I'll pay. I got it. I got it.
You say that out loud?
Yes.
The money dog is next
Yeah.
to you.
No,
That's
the
what I-
boss man.
Yep.
I don't have a drink named after him, but that's a good idea, though. I'm gonna write that down.
Hmm.
Well, there's a
So
reason
she-
we're all in town. And while my friend here is drinking himself under the table, I think I would like to go and meet with him if he's available.
All right. So, it'll be 4 silver for the Patron, my friend.
4 silver. All right, that comes out the pack.
All right, I will math.
No, it's in my pack. Remember, I'm
Oh.
carrying my gold separately, so
That's right.
All right.
because I have a handy
Money
haversack.
dog.
So you all want to talk with the boss man, huh? Who's You got an appointment, or?
I know we're expected. Don't know if there was a specific time that we were supposed to arrive.
Can I ask whose errand this is?
Have you finished those errands?
We had a letter, right?
Did we?
Yes.
You did.
The general.
Okay. Got it. I will show her the seal on the letter.
She'll look at it. She'll get in real close. She'll look at it. Her eyebrows raise, and she gets in real close to it and looks at it and is like, "Ha! Oh, he's gonna lose his shit when he sees that seal." Okay, all right. So you know that guy. Oh my god. Tell you what. She looks both ways, and she leans into you guys and says, "So, I know the boss man's out right now, but if you want to wait back in the VIP lounge and talk to a second in command, I'm sure I'll let you wait around until he gets back. That sound good to you?"
I get a sense motive on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, let's see if I can roll higher than fucking 2. Yes, I am sour.
Watch,
I will
it'll give you a
also
3.
be sense motiving that because
There
I'm
we go.
standing right next to you. No, I have no idea what's going on. It's loud in here.
So with the 21,
I don't like inside.
you can tell she's being sincere. She says, she's saying, like, you can tell by her expression that she was quite surprised to see that seal, and that people with that kind of business, they should probably wait in an area that's not as fucking crazy as this place.
Okay.
The dog would appreciate.
As would the Gnoll.
The dogs of the party would appreciate.
Mm-hmm. So, alright, I'll, guess I'll let her lead us back.
All right. She actually just points over to a curtain behind like, it's on the same wall as the bar, but it's okay. So if you go back on the other side of the bar, there's like a purple curtain,
Hmm.
and she just directs you back behind there.
Alright, well, I will waste no time.
Okay. And did I really not prepare the right song for this? Oh fuck. Hold on a second. I got the song. It's just one moment.
I'm trying to think what the right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm just trying to think the right way to say this. I guess. I guess as Kanari gets up to go, Sorren will end up following, but he's gonna kind of give her a little bit of a frustrated side eye. I guess is the best way of putting it. Just in case she notices, and so on and so forth.
He notices.
Okay. He's not hiding necessarily, so just his reaction.
If you want to stay out here, that's up to you.
What? We're supposed to be meeting with him, right?
Yeah?
Well, that's what we're doing then. There's no problem
why?
on his face anymore. Like, he just looks like his normal self.
Then don't be giving me looks, no matter how good you may be at hiding them.
I look at
That's
her
more
and look
just,
away, confused as to what she meant.
That's more just thinking I was just planning on drinking myself under the table.
You chose the top shelfer.
I mean, Sorren can just easily just take the drink back too.
Oh yeah, he does.
Ominous silence.
He doesn't say anything in
Sits there in
response.
confusion.
No, I'm looking for. So in FF6, there's this city where it's always raining, and I was trying to think of what that was called. The name of that damn song.
What game? What place? What thing?
I can't remember the name of the damn city.
Where is this city from?
Final Fantasy VI.
Zozo?
Yes, that one.
See, I knew someone in here would know.
It's a Final Fantasy. It's probably
Always
me or
rain,
Goody.
Gray.
England?
All right, here we go.
England,
Yes.
London.
London.
All right, mind your Fred boat settings.
Okay.
Gonna do anything?
Yeah, he's playing.
Oh, it is playing. Okay. And you come back to the VIP lounge, where things are much more contained.
Perfect.
But right away, and you see the guy, like one person in the middle, who is talking up one of the a lady who's dressed in much more calm attire, and leaning against the rail where he's sitting at the middle is a very buff redhead.
A buff lady.
Yes. However, the thing is, you recognize these two.
Oh.
These were the folks in Tree Hollow?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The ones
That
who are
bodes
helping,
well.
the ones who are covering Shaw's escape.
Oh. So they were allies. Wait, that means that I would have known them, right? Or at least known of them?
Perhaps.
Because I was in on the scheme at the time, so...
Mm-hmm.
So at the very least, I probably would have known who they were if I hadn't quite met them, so...
Mm-hmm.
That means they might recognize me.
In fact,
Recognize all of us.
so the one in the center who's talking up the girl, he looks to the side at the people that's just entering,
They smell familiar.
and they're both just like, "Oh shit!"
Did they say that?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised. I was not expecting to see any familiar faces at all here.
They're just as surprised.
I'm just gonna both surprise Pikachu face at each other.
Surprise Pikachu.
It's you guys! How the hell have you been?
I'm gonna take it in stride and can't control myself. I can't control my token.
A new
Gotta be like
token on
that.
top of my
Two
old
of 'em.
token.
There's
Oh
two
god,
of
no!
'em.
We're...
Ah, we're
Double!
multiplying.
Multiplication.
Yes.
Alright.
Now
Now
we
they
have
really won't know what to do with themselves.
Hold on, I'm joining in on this. All right.
Multiplication.
You know why?
We
You know
did
why?
like
It's because I had you guys on the map layer, that's why.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
Yeah,
So you can
that
now
would do
destroy
it.
yourselves.
Disintegrate your
said.
other self.
Delete.
Well, Goosey, I'm going to have to ask you to disintegrate the other me.
biggest
Thanos
flex
snap.
could have ever done.
Oh, you snapped the other one.
This time we brought backup.
Well, back into it. Also, Fredboat stopped. Interesting.
You have
Yeah, I'm
to
working on it.
do repeat single.
Sorren's gonna just kind of take it in stride and walk forward, and he's gonna say, "Hey, it's been a little bit. What are you doing here?"
Oh, I'm the vice commander of this guild now.
So you're the second in command that we were sent back here to talk to, then?
I suppose so. I don't think I even got your name when we were working for What's This Fuck. How's it, what was it?
It was Jack. Surprised you never picked
Jack!
up on it.
Jack, that's right. I mean, oh god, that plan was so fucking scatterbrained. And when I heard that he started like attacking people, that's where we just decided. When you guys told us that they were starting to attack folks, we were just like, that wasn't part of the game. We need to get the hell out of here. That's what we need to do.
Well, I can understand that one for sure. Absolutely.
Oof.
So he hired you on then? To help him out?
Yeah, it was okay. So it's big and complicated. I can tell you the story if you got some time. I mean, I imagine it came to Rowanquay for a reason.
Yes, actually. Good old bartender up front sent us back here to actually speak with you specifically, because, well, we're supposed to be meeting with, his name was Morello, right?
Maleo.
Maleo. Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I said it. We're actually supposed to be meeting with Maleo, but she said that, at the very least, you might be able to, you'd be, the one to talk to while we wait for him to arrive. So,
Fine, yeah. Please make yourselves comfy. We got some gambling tables over there. We got finer stock in the back over here. He points off in that direction, towards the north of the map. And when it came to that job, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
So he's sitting at a table on a raised platform?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And his other partner in crime over here is just she's just looking on. She's just leaning on the table casually. She's built very much like Shizuki, actually. You remember her.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Because while he starts talking, I want to hop over the railing and sit on a free chair.
Yeah, there's probably a nice little cushiony chair over there.
Just a nice, what's the right word to use? Yeah, just a good hop over the thing and sit on the chair.
Vault.
A vault, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it's kind of complicated, and we're still not proud of it. But here's the thing: we're kind of sort of transitioning guild masters at the moment, and Maleo has taken up that position.
Who was the original?
The original went on some kind of vision quest or something. He was a fist fighter. Cassio was his name.
Huh. Interesting. He just up and disappeared one day?
He just decided that he had better things. I guess he just had better things to do than run a little guild. And I guess with the kind of the kind of power at his disposal, I can't exactly blame him. But the rest of us, we cared a little bit too much about this damn city to just let things fall to pieces. So.
And of course, you can't just let things fall to pieces, so you take whatever jobs come across your way. I can't have any hard feelings on that one.
See, that's the thing. There's actually two fronts to it. On the one hand, we had a good number of our higher-up members waiting in the wings to fight off any kind of anything that was a little extra that was threatening Tree Hollow, and then we get paid and report for that. On the other hand, me, and little Miss Third in Command over here, she snorts. We would get a nice sum from the leader himself to make an extra sum of money. So, and he was paying real handsomely, and thankfully he paid up front. So.
Yeah, definitely better, because otherwise he straight up disappeared.
And just because of how bad the Senate and Berenice is getting with their shadow looming over the guilds, we kind of just want to make sure we're better off just in case old man Pronemia can't keep him off our backs.
Can't keep. I'm just trying to keep up with the conversation.
Yeah, they're thinking about. Yeah, the Senate and Berenice is thinking about putting a bigger tax on guilds for damages and stuff that they did, and just a way for them to make more money. But
well, says Kanari, cutting in and looming over the balustrade, rather. You might be interested to read about the proposal that we've been asked to bring.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, speaking on all that front, in fact, he'll hold out a hand and he'll hold out a hand to Kanari.
Kanari will bypass the hand and hand the letter directly to the second in command.
The hand will slowly go back onto the table, and he'll just look back at Droid.
And he's looking at this thing with the steel and is like, his old teacher, huh? Whew. Okay. Yeah, I probably shouldn't open this. So you guys must be on business from the capital, I take it.
That's correct.
Oh, Joy, I'm not going to lie to you, man. First time I saw them walk in, I thought they were come swinging at your pretty face again. Shut the fuck up, Gauch. Jesus. We're trying to entertain guests here, not start up any kind of... Just be quiet. Exactly. Do you say that out loud?
Old drama.
If not, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Old drama. Though I think you might owe that girl an apology. I already apologized, okay? We got over that. It's all drama. Okay. You've talked enough, muscle broad. Anyway.
Muscle.
So let's see here. Well, yeah, welcome. Like I said, you're welcome to wait back here. I can. Just so you make sure you don't miss him, I can take you back to his office. You can just hang out in there if you guys want.
Just we keep deeper.
It's big
Fine
enough,
by
I'm sure.
me.
If he's gonna yell at someone for it later, you can yell at me. It's whatever.
I've no objection if the rest of you do, but if you wouldn't mind, if you're not going to read the letter, I wouldn't mind having it back.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just sorry, I get used to handling a lot of parchment around here, so he will hand it back.
Okay.
I'm going to start looking at the room as I also say, yeah, no problems. We can go hang out back there for a while. I'm also kind of just getting a general feel of the room. I'm also looking for windows, doors, and any other sorts of things. See if maybe the door we came in was the only way in or out. So.
Okay. So it's just kind of just checking around the place.
Yeah.
It looks like there might be like an exit, well,
the way we came in, obviously.
Yeah, there's the way you came in, and then this is really, you can tell that this is much more of a zone for like the higher ups in this guild. So, exits from here, not really a whole much else to see, but his office is back over here.
Okay.
So I have two questions, Guti. One, I would like to try and get a sense motive on the intentions of these two, whether they are being honest with us. So I'll go ahead and roll that if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah,
and
be my guest.
Okay. And then I'm also curious about this person with the portrait who is presumably fairly eye-catching at the bottom left.
Which one? Oh, that one.
Whenever someone has their own portrait on the map, you know that's someone suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's immediately sus.
So the 21 is for which part?
That is these two.
Okay. So from Troy, you can tell that he is he's elated that he was able to be on such good terms right off the bat, despite the fact that there was like a tension to start, and he's much more lax now that everybody's just kind of talking and whatnot. A Gauche, the redhead, she kept that tension, but you can tell that that's because she's very, very definitely the muscle of this group.
Right.
But it's more to the effect that she's fought them. You don't know this, but she and Joy had to fight the party before very briefly, and she's more just keeping at the ready because just to make sure that nothing goes awry in this parlay.
Right. So basically the exact same thing that Kanari's doing.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so do you need me to roll anything for the other gal?
Please do.
Okay, so what's that going to be? Perception or sense motive?
Porque no los dos.
All right. Well, you asked, so I will do all the rolling. The digital dice can just fuck straight off today.
Well,
All right.
apparently they
Perception-
didn't had a good
You
time.
can call it perception just being that to spot because the thing is, she's not really looking at anything. And with the sense motive, you can kind of see that she's not really reacting to anything either. In fact, there's someone over here who comes to tend to her as though she's like very, as though she was like some very, she needs help. She needs outside help to like do things and like react to things and function to some things.
Okay.
So a caretaker, basically.
Got it. Interesting. All right, Kanari will not comment on that, but we'll save it for later.
Okay.
Well, I suppose lead the way. I say
Right.
to, I guess, Joy, or however you say his name.
Mm-hmm. Right on back here. Should be plenty of. Might be a little bit of a mess since, Boss Man's unpacking into his new office. But he's at, I think, one of his first meetings as one of the 5 main guild masters. Man's growing up in the world. So proud of him. He says a little bit too dramatically.
You can never be too proud of your friends.
He opens the door and lets you guys in. And as he kind of said, it is a bit of a mess. As you can tell, he's still probably doing some unpacking.
Well, looks like he stays here just as much as it is in office. Double Kanari, what does it mean?
All the way across the room.
just using cloning magics. Don't worry about it, none, because we still don't know what the fuck she is. She might have those.
That's true.
Well, it's a little bit later down the line, but I do get one of those spells. Can't remember what it is.
I'm just sniffing around.
Mirror image, clone.
I think it's clone.
Clone is one of those higher level wizard spells.
Yeah.
Out of this, for the sake of interest, I guess I'll roll perception on the room.
Sure.
Same.
I'd all like to
Same,
go
I'm
and all roll your
sniffing about.
perception checks.
I am sniffing about.
22.
23. Fuck
Anyways,
you.
is this in a forest?
It was made from a forest.
It was made from a forest. That's fair.
Okay. Wuten, you got a perception check?
We just need you to roll 25. Never mind.
Jesus. All right, fine.
Never mind.
Don't worry, guys.
Never mind.
I got this.
You see Hassan hiding in the rafters?
It's never rolled my D100 today. Don't worry about that. I see Hassan is the new guildmaster. Okay, so coming into this room,
Who's growing up?
there's a lot of items around here that just... I don't exactly know what you consider the Pathfinder / D&D equivalent, but he just has like a collection of just things and knickknacks and maybe even posters of just some, and like a dude's basement you would be like, oh yeah, I'm awesome, or look at this hilarious fucking poster about partying and stuff.
He's got like pen-ups.
You could tell this dude was like, just judging by the stuff he said, that you can see among all the collectibles here.
It's a teenager who got to move into
his
his mother's basement
he was
from the
definitely
room.
he was a party boy.
Oh boy.
And there are some things that look a little bit different. Some of them are just like personal notes about magic, like not necessarily like a tried and true spell book, but just random like scribbles about magic and stuff, like notes to remember for later, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something that is definitely out of place in this room, and it's over here.
Yeah, I'm sniffing at it.
So over here, it appears to be some kind of beautifully painted portrait that is partially covered by a sheet. On the parts that are not covered appear to be two people. One of them
It's a ghost.
and the other one
It's an anime boy.
I recognize one of those. Not Shizuki recognizes them, but Wuten recognizes one of them.
Oh.
The rest of the portrait appears to be covered up by a sheet.
I think curiosity's getting the better of me. I
Yeah.
want to see the rest of the portrait.
I will be
Okay.
studiously over here looking at the notes.
Go on. Let's tempt fate.
So, just to point out, to start, Fang is standing at the top left. The anime boy looks very shy, a little bit more shy than his picture may notate, and is kneeling shyly in front of her, slightly to the right. When you move the rest of the sheet, you see, believe it or not, some familiar faces.
More
Kneeled
faces.
to the right of the shy boy, a young man you saw in a vision back in the forest. To his right, another one standing in a very noble fashion. Standing proudly, standing in the middle of them all, smiling himself. And then, standing proudly among all 5 of these youngsters,
Oh my god. It's the boy.
Mm-hmm.
The last.
See?
Dude. Look at this
I
dude.
have an understanding.
this is what it looks like for him to smile.
I have an understanding.
Was that possible?
I didn't like him to take the smile away. Not as much daddy energy.
That's I'm proud of my kid's smile.
Well, when he said he had a contact, I guess he really wasn't kidding, what did he?
Shakes head.
Yeah, that picture is actually almost exactly the same, though. It's got to be the same dude.
Let's believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually.
Now, I opened up the other picture of Yanagi, and it's like almost exactly the same. So I'm like, it's got to be the same dude. Half the time you can't fucking tell, though.
Yep.
Every anime character looks the same.
Inscribed on the base of the frame is the word Forminder. I will type that up.
Is that in a specific language? Does it mean something?
What would
Is
I
that
need
in-
to roll for it to ring a bell?
Form and
Still want him to stomp on me anyway.
Jesus.
Usually it's linguistics checks.
Yeah, go ahead and roll linguistics.
Okay. What do I actually have for that?
Me too.
Sorren, you have no idea what it means. Kanari, you know it's a very old word that means guardian.
Of the galaxy?
Sure.
Is that what they are?
What language is it in, Guti?
Just really old. Or...
Primordial.
Primordial.
Okay. So noted.
Like a primordial common, you might say. It's a very old tongue that no one even speaks in anymore.
Elsh?
Zing.
I mean,
God
there's
damn,
a
okay.
there's a Y
Throwing
in
shade.
there.
Throwing shade, damn. Alright.
Throwing
Damn.
shade at myself.
Okay. Well, interesting.
Are the notes on magic decipherable? Since that was another point.
It's more. It's not written in like the magic font per se. It's more font. It's not like written in like in magic. It's more just like just scattered notes about about just like little. Okay, some of it is in magic, but it's not like a full on written to like official scroll text or whatever. So
Sure.
but yeah, it's just a myriad of different spells to be like must add this later or learn this, or there's one that says Raggy did this all the time. Underline. In parentheticals, it said "fuck him." Fuck this guy. It says basically.
Good to know.
He could be an asshole when he needed to be.
And suddenly the door swings open. Gonna take a nice long. Oh, God! I didn't miss another meeting, did I?
No, I don't think we were expected.
Oh,
You can still take a nice long shit. I don't know.
I would have said nap, but I guess that's also something he probably might need to do at some point.
It's the dog
Could be
talking.
either.
That's true. That's true.
Could be both.
Did someone say you guys could come in here?
Yes, your second in command. Doit?
Oh my God! I'm gonna bash his head in later. Anyway, Guildmaster Maleo, at your service. How can I assist you? You can tell that he's really tired and he has to keep up his. He's like forcing the
Definitely.
formality at this point.
I'll try to make this quick. You have a letter from Yanagi.
Music stops.
Roll for initiative, oh shit.
Wag's tail.
Yeah, it does actually for this. Wait, you got a letter from my old master? What?
Yes, he sent us down to negotiate with you on behalf of, fuck, what's that place
Virenheim.
called? Virenheim.
Oh, yeah. Let's see it then, I guess.
Alright. She produces and hands it to him.
Okay. He rips the seal. off, and he turns around, but make perception checks.
Perception.
Hey.
Hold on. Ugh.
He makes his way into the room, reading it, and you are all able to see that he tries to hide it, but he pockets the seal. And reads this. He begins reading the note. All right. It's been a while since we've spoken. Don't remind me about the fucking tragedy, old man. Come on. Yeah.
Head tilt.
Oh, God, that son of a bitch. Oh, I just want to fucking take a nap, but he makes me fucking tear up right now. God damn it. Okay. He's not looking at you, but you can tell he's like wiping his eye. All right. So, you guys need help with the guild, huh? He has that kind of look in his eyes where like they're red from crying a bit. And he's doing his best to like
Concerned head.
see past it.
All still there?
What happened?
Yeah.
Just think we got cut off.
Oh, he's just like so. Looking for help from the guilds, huh? And I said he has that thing where he shows that you could tell by the red in his eyes that he was kind of teared up, but he's like looking beyond that towards you all.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, yes.
It's a low fucking blow. Not on you guys. Just he turns to look at the portrait. Oh. So you guys have been taking a trip down memory lane, huh? I wasn't expecting that today either, but here we are.
See, I guess that you and the old general there were, I guess, adventuring buddies of some kind a while back?
Something like that. Thing is, me and the other four you see in this picture, me, of course, probably being the prettiest one there, prettiest face. The five of us were actually the top students of Master Yanagi back when he was a teacher. And he trained us to be some of the elite Magus Knights of the kingdom.
Oh.
There's my pretty face. There's His Highness, the late Prince. He makes a symbol that pretty much says, "Rest in peace." That was Fang, the one who always harping on us. There was Shy Ezekiel, and then there was my greatest rival, Ragnael Pranemia. Ah, you son of a bitch. Wherever you are in the world right now, one day I'm going to show you that I've gone long and surpassed you, you know.
I'm sure he doesn't even remember your name. I'm kidding.
Oh, that'd be the worst.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume that I would at least know, but I'm probably not gonna say anything at the moment. So.
Nah,
It
he's
doesn't say anything.
a big lord across the sea or something now, but we're keeping to our words. See, we all used to be real good friends, and the prince, being a member of our group, we were keeping that on the hush-hush. But it was his one chance to feel like being with us was his one chance to feel like being a normal kid. having a childhood with the rest of us. And it was honestly some of the best time of my life. I'll never tell Raggy that, though. He hates it when I call him Raggy, by the way.
It's okay, we all do.
Thing is, the prince, rest his soul, wanted to take a diplomatic mission over to Avalosia, but he didn't come back. And ever since, Master Yanagi never took it well. He felt he was the one who failed. And it kind of broke all the other four of us. So we all vowed that in the name of His late Highness, and more importantly, our friend, we'd do our part to make a better world for him, since he wouldn't be around for it. And, of course, none of us ever agreed, because we all have different ways of doing it. Here I am, struggling to keep a guild together. Raggy wanted to do it through politics, which I could never imagine doing. Fang wanted to journey across the sea to find out what else she could do there, and I don't know what happened to Ezekiel. But no. But you're here on Yanagi's behalf, yeah? So who am I to say no if he wants to do his part to make to make Vera a better place?
I imagine that's what we're here for.
Lucky for you guys, I just got installed as one of the head figures for the Realm Quay Guildmasters. So there is a problem, though, and I feel like if it's one that we can resolve, it's something that I could bring to the table to give you guys what you want. Would you care to hear me out?
Sure.
Right, well,
Another question.
we're a little... The guilds are... The Havoc Blades are really hard-pressed right now, and we are dealing with some cultists, and a lot of our best boys are injured, or they're either injured or they need to... Or our ones who aren't need to keep a tighter eye on Realm Quay due to some of the cultist activities that we've been hearing about.
Cultists, huh?
Yeah, apparently one of their... Okay, so this is just... I don't know this for certain because I'm all the way over here to the east, but apparently one of their... This cult that's been run around, Farron something or other. Apparently one of their leaders has been trying to do something out in the mountains to the west here, outside of Cloverstone. And whatever it is, it's been holding up shipments of all the ores and metals that the dwarves dig up for us, and bring it over to get refined in Albrook into fine weapons and stuff. And we kind of need to figure out what the hell's been going on. Do you guys mind heading over to Cloverstone to lend a hand?
Well, it kind of sounds like the sort of thing adventurers do.
I'm sure we can help out.
Flockies.
More to the point, we have some experience with cults, especially of late and out to the west.
Oh. Well, on the one hand, I'm sorry to hear that, but on the other hand, I guess you'd be the right people to kick their asses, right?
That's the hope.
That's what we've been doing.
And if I wasn't in this stupid position, guys, let me tell you, I'd be running out there myself to fucking rearrange their faces myself. But here I am. I don't lead my own contingent anymore, so I gotta lead the whole dang thing. So, oh, God. I'm gonna be real. I don't like this position right now. but literally no one else knew a proper figurehead. The way they all saw it was a gouge is the muscle, Droid's the face, and then I'm the brains. No, Droid's the brains and I'm the face. I mixed that up. Don't tell him I said that.
Well, if sitting there and helping you with this little problem here is going to give good leverage at the table because I'm assuming Yanagi said everything that needed to be said in the letter, then I guess that's what we're going to end up doing, isn't it?
Oh, I know I'd owe you one, and the one I'd owe you is making good with the council. You got to show them that I can be professional with a stick up my ass sometimes too.
Not just that, but show you're actually effective at what you're doing.
I like you guys. I think we're going to be on real good terms.
I think so too.
Tail wags.
Also, if anyone out in the guild house got a little in your face or crazy, I apologize for that. I need to put some of these guys on a leash now that we got an official figurehead here.
Backs away at the word leash.
This is the most informal I've been all day, so hope you can excuse that.
Oh, just be yourself.
Business is always easier this way, frankly. Or at least our kind of business.
That's what I was always trying to tell Raggy, he says, gesturing to the picture. That guy's got a stick so far up his ass, he's conducting his own orchestra!
Spot the lie.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Well, next time we see him, we'll let him know.
Oh, he'll fucking love that. Something else I should probably point out to you. There is someone. So she wasn't a guild member, but there is someone who went out that way at my behest before. She might be able to lend a hand if she's already in Cloverstone.
All right.
What's her
She's
name?
Oh my god, I forgot her name. She's a little halfling. Oh god. Where did I put the paperwork? Oh god, he starts digging through his stuff.
I mean, halfling does narrow it down somewhat, but
Marginally.
Some purple. She was wearing some purples and pinks or something when I saw her. Oh, did I really misplace that scroll? Oh, damn it. Well, to be fair, halflings aren't exactly common down this way entirely in terms of where they're living and stuff. So you'd probably be able to spot them the difference between the dwarves and them. So the smaller built, you know.
I suppose that's something to go on.
She's coming down here as a representative of Raggy's granddad or something. Why am I so bad at keeping track of my stuff? He just throws this table down to look for any kind of scattered paperwork he didn't notice before.
We see that they're in need of a
bookkeeper.
proper organizational skills here.
I bet Raggy would have.
You can tell. You can tell that that as players, you can tell that he is the heads to Raggy's tails.
fair enough.
Anyway,
We'll
wait, I
ask
got
about.
it. I found it.
Oh.
Yes, here it is. Cassandra. Her name is Cassandra.
Cassandra.
I knew I was good at this. In your face, Raggy!
Points at
Boy.
the painting.
Just mage hand the thing
The
back over the
paper
portrait.
into
So he
Raggy's
doesn't-
we're gonna say that he does that. Just
Cassandra the Halfling, then. All right. I suppose we'll have to keep an eye out for her, then.
All right.
Well, if we're gonna be on official business for you, then, so to speak, are we? Do guild members happen to be able to have rooms of any kind? Because I think it would be not a bad thing to have somewhere to be able to stay for the night before we end up trekking off down towards Cloverstone.
Go and roll me diplomacy, Chaotic.
Sure.
And while we're on the subject, is there anything that you can give us to assist with our mission beyond directing us towards this Cassandra?
Our meager restitution.
Let's see. To answer to you, Sorren, we could probably make some space. Like I said, a lot of our boys are out and about right now, so as long as you don't make too big a mess, I'm sure we could make a one-night accommodation.
That would be appreciated.
And what was your question, Cygnus?
Is there anything else that you can give us to assist us in either getting towards Cloverstone or helping us to face off against this cult? Any information, any collected material that you've all put together in your past experiences with them? Anything?
Let me see here. Well, if you're going to be heading off that direction towards, the mountains and all, you might keep an eye out in case any kind of the occasional band of orcs wanders that way. If you head up around the mountains, there's been some giant activity in the hills on the way to Cloverstone. They don't come as close to the city because we know that they will beat their asses 8 ways to next week. In regards to the cult, I'm afraid I don't know a whole lot about them.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess we got ourselves a goal, and we got ourselves a place to stay.
Yep.
At least for now.
Well,
Right.
it is early yet. We could conceivably get back on the road today.
I
Lockies.
mean,
Didn't you say it was like mid-morning?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
I mean-
this tired at mid-morning? My good sir, I'm so sorry.
he is apparently being run ragged.
Baggage.
Uh-huh.
And so it comes full circle.
I know that
He
you know we
was
just
raggy
met, but I
all
will
along.
unmake you.
I think that's a good cue to say we should get back on the road. All right.
On the road. On the road again.
Lockies.
Just starts walking out right after that. Yep.
Lockies,
Time to
lockies,
go.
lockies.
So with your next objective in mind, we'll set off on the road towards Cloverstone next
Another
time on Kyonin Legacies.
Woo!
Hey.
Off to the dwarves.
We're off to see the dwarves.
The wonderful dwarves
Yeah.
of Cloverstone.
They have guns.
They
They have
do.
lots of.
Anri's gonna be happy.
Anri's going to a gun convention.
The party goes
5
to a gun
tickets?
convention.
Gone wrong.
On
He
sexual.
came to
Hopefully
my
not.
house. He came to my house. 3 a.m.
Conceptual.
Mhm. All right.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, for those of you who are tuning in still, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope all of you enjoyed. And until next time, we will see all of you in the next riveting episode of Kyonin Legacies. Until then, y'all have a good one. Bye.
Later.
Oh.